Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So today we're kind of just going to be chilling, messing around with the normal stuff. On Monday we will be getting 9 troops, the most troops we have ever gotten in one day. Unfortunately we can't go over any of that now, but we do have a lot of content coming soon. So starting Monday we'll do the key opening video, we'll have the just short summary. The Monday night stream will most likely be going over a lot of the newer troops, and hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday I can get some kind of more comprehensive video out on actual teams for it. But yeah, we'll have a lot to mess around with. Definitely make sure to save all your event keys for next Monday. Other keys you'd most likely want to save for Friday, like gem keys for example, and probably most of your glory keys too, mainly because you're going to want to use them for the purpose of trying to get the new Mythic. So yeah, got quite a bit coming. We actually have the most troops that are ever coming out in one day as well as in 1 week. We have 9 coming on Monday and 10 coming throughout the whole week because there's a 10th one coming on Friday with the new Mythic, which is basically going to be a cleanse spamming troop. And of course the new kingdom is mainly bringing in the new mechanic, well slightly new mechanic, it's technically already in the game, but the new mechanic of Fairy Fire, which does 50% additional damage to anything that 50% additional damage to anything that does magic-based damage. So whenever you're casting or anything like that, like full AoE, single target, stuff like that, would all get additional bonus damage based on the Fairy Fire 50%. Kind of like how Hunter's Mark does a full 100% extra damage for skulls and exploded skulls. But anyways, hello Watcher, hello JZG, hello Pyro, hello Techni, hello Frag Hunter, and hello Vangor. Vangor's in the house. Welcome. Guess who's back again? Vangor's back. Tell a friend. The Eminem references. Anyways, we'll just be chilling for the most part. We will have 2 redeem codes today. If you guys want me to do anything in particular as far as team builds or need help building teams, or just want me to see me do anything, just let me know and we'll mess around with it. Alright, let's go explode everything. And let's get the Azura. Been enjoying using Azura a lot. I don't think the new Kingdom Epic is that decent though. Actually, you know what? We should probably go over that. Let me go over that right at the beginning of the stream. Might as well. We'll be going over this probably tomorrow night as well. But I figured we might as well do it now too. So let me go and go over all the troops that are actually coming. Let me go set that up. I don't have that set up at the moment. I probably should have done that beforehand. But yeah, let me go over all the new troops. So if you don't want spoilers, like, stop watching for a minute or 2. Actually, I don't know how long it's going to take us to go through it all. But yeah, let me go over all the troops coming out on Monday. Give me a second. I just need to go and set it up. Let's see. How would I go about this? I move that there. 1 second. Shouldn't take too long to get it up. Window capture. Oh, it's already set up. Perfect. I actually prioritized the exact correct window. And that should be exactly what I need, though problem is it's not centered whatsoever. Let's see. Move that over. Oh no! I moved something that wasn't that. Did I just move the game? I did. I moved the game that's behind it. Fail. That's not good. Hopefully I moved that back into the correct location. That's what I meant to move. That thing right there. Let's see. Try getting it nice and... Actually, let me put it like right there. Okay, you're just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to block my face apparently. You can't see. Let's see, we're right over here. Anyways, that should be fine. Unless I was to like make the window smaller, but it'll be fine. Anyways, let's get into going over thingies. Should I zoom? Probably. That'd make quite a bit more sense. Let's zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Maybe not that much. Maybe not that much. There we go. That should be enough. Let me double check that it's coming out through the stream correctly. Yep, that should be good. Okay, let's go over all of the new troops. Also, I can't see chat at the moment. But there's these 9. That one, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, all 9 of those. A lot of troops. So let's go through them. First up, we got ourselves a pure brown common. This is the only common from the kingdom. Destroy 7 random gems and create 7 purples. This is very similar to that of a, oh, what's it called? Now I forgot its name. The owl, the snowy owl. That's very similar to the snowy owl, except not as good. It's kind of like an inverse snowy owl, actually, because doesn't snowy owl remove all purple, or destroy all purple, I mean? Whereas this thing destroys random gems and then creates purple. I don't think it's going to be as useful as a Snowy Owl, but it does have that kind of same general premise going for it. Anyways, that's the common, the only common. Next up is the ultra rare. Decreases a random skill on the last enemy by magic +1. Remove gems of a chosen color, boosted by the effect. So it's kind of like a KrissTigger, except you are basically doing a stat reduction and a mana steal, because it does steal 4 mana, which means it drains 4 mana and then claims it for itself. It does this for 10 mana cost, so it's gaining almost half of its mana back, and with a single surge, that would be enough to get all the way back to full mana. And it has stealthy, so that's kind of interesting. I believe it's going to be used as an alternative version of basically a Spirit Fox, though Spirit Fox, I believe, will still be used over this in most instances. For the most part, it looks like it's going to be dead content, but might come in as a last slot counter. The only problem is there aren't really too many last slot counters you would need to use that against. Normally, you wouldn't really need to go specifically for just a small mana drain like that. Anyways, we got a Fey cap. We already have the Mushroom cap in the game. This is a green-red rare. It deals magic +6 damage, randomly split amongst enemies, boosted by all Feys, and that includes, I believe, both enemy and allied Feys at a 4x boost ratio, and then a 50% chance to disease a random enemy. So for the most part, that's not really going to have much of an effect. Even with the Fey boost, it's going to be barely any damage whatsoever. Maybe in an early game, it might get some use, but for the most part, this thing is not really that useful. Next up, we have a brown-purple ultra rare. Drain an enemy's mana. Create green gems equal to the mana drain. So this is very similar to the brown-yellow Occatrice, except it costs quite a bit more mana. It costs 13, nor does it have a link going towards it. But it does summon a Leaf Storm when an enemy dies, which is pretty useful. And on top of that, of course, that's a pretty hefty drain. That's going to get if it can hit something that has a very high mana amount. It doesn't have any default gems, but of course if you're draining something that has 20 mana, well, you just got yourself 20 greens onto the board, which is almost never going to miss. So on average, you would need to make sure you're at least draining a legendary, but it's mainly going to be a legend and mythic counter for whenever you're going up against those really heavy legends and mythics. Oh, and now the troop I've been wanting forever. This was the one I'd said probably would be the most overpowered from the New Kingdom. It is a blue-green, same color as KrissTigger. It's a legendary Fey Dragon, so it has both those benefits. Both Feys and Dragons can have a bonus of additional magic too. But what it does is it deals magic +5 damage to a random enemy. That on its own is pretty weak. Kind of like a Shadow Dragon, except without true damage. But then it transforms all blue gems to green to boost the effect. Well, the boost not really that important, but the blue to green is pretty important. Not only does that generate his own mana, but that will also just generate you mana and gain extra turns. But the main thing that makes it useful is Fairy Fire all enemies, which of course is 50% additional magic damage whenever you cast on them. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. I don't know if his damage is going to trigger first or if the Fairy Fire will. That'll be interesting how that pans out. If Fairy Fire always triggers first, his ability is actually not that bad then, because you would always get the extra damage on his ability. I'm pretty sure it doesn't trigger first though. But yeah, for only 14 mana, a decent mana generator, a Fairy Fire for everything on the enemy team, very, very powerful, particularly if the entire enemy team could be Fairy Fired. Though, given that this is going to exist, a lot of people probably will have immunity to it. Of course, Fireproof has immunity as well as Impervious, and I believe one other immunity also has it. Also similar to KrissTigger, as I was saying earlier, it might be a KrissTigger replacement. Not only is it a 2 lower mana cost than KrissTigger, it also enchants whenever it takes reds. So similar to a KrissTigger, except it works on red instead of purple. Okay, so next up, that's going to be the main one that's going to be pretty useful. The green-purple, this one is a Fairy Fire an enemy and then gain an extra turn. This is going to have almost no use, but it's going to be a good, cheap, easy early game option for Fairy Fire. More often than not, you just use a Goblin instead. There really isn't much of a point to use this ability. It is a guaranteed extra turn, but that's not really particularly useful. If you compare it to something like the Hunter's Mark on a Dire Wolf, that not only gets damage, it gets an entangle, it gets like a billion other things, and if it has 13 or more green, it gains an extra turn. While it's not a 100% chance, it does so much more than her for the exact same mana cost. So for the most part, you won't really be needing her. If you ever need Fairy Fire, for almost every instance, you'd be using the Glitter Claw. Is that its actual name? That's funny. I never actually read its name. Glitter Claw. That sounds so cute. Okay. And this was the one that, what's her name? Not Surian. What's her name? Salty has been calling Sir Hot Dude? Or Prince Hot Dude? Or something. Something hot, dude. But anyways, he's the epic, I believe he's the free epic that you get from the questline as well. He deals magic plus 2 damage to an enemy, boosted by enemy Fae, and then summons either a Silver Draken or a KrissTigger. Obviously, if he summons the KrissTigger, that would be very, 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 very beneficial. So he's a really high single target damage, plus a possible KrissTigger summon. And for an 18 mana cost, I guess it's okay. Seems more like a kind of Guild War thing that you might just place into a team. He shares the same color elf, and because of changes coming next patch, that does mean he's going to be having immune to mana burn as well. I mean, mana burn as well, but mana drain, I mean, is what he'll have immune to. Anyways, purple-red, this is the extra turn spamming with it. This is the first thing kind of its kind, other than a Goblin Rocket, that would be able to extra turn spam. You would need 13 more red, but with Alchemist Hellcat Loop, that's pretty easy to do, making sure you have that. Plus, your team would almost be pure red anyways, other than the Hellcat, so you're pretty much good to go. As far as its thing, it Fairy Fires your random enemy on 4 times or 5 times matches. Similarly to the other one, though, I do feel like the Glitter Claw will be slightly more viable. Even though the Queen Mab was more viable than the Borealis, which is kind of the whole concept here. She's basically like the Queen Mab, and this is basically like the Borealis. It's the same kind of premise. Though I believe in this instance, the Borealis-like troop, which is the Glitter Claw, will actually be the better one. The main reason for this, and why Borealis is even bad in the first place, is because it doesn't have any extra turn potential, or mana generation potential, whereas this thing does. It has both. It gets to transform, get a bunch of mana, and get an extra turn most likely. So you're getting a lot of stuff going towards you. A Borealis doesn't have that capability. He just instantly ends his turn. But the fact that this thing can extra turn does make it quite a bit more viable. But yeah, she's basically the Queen Mab version of Fairy Fire in every possible way. So yeah, she's this Queen Mab, but for Fairy Fire, essentially. And finally, I believe this is the free... No, this one isn't the free one. Which one's the epic one? The one that we get for the thing. Here. This one right here is the one that we get through the event. The other 8 you'll have to get from chest drops and everything else. But this one you can buy with Glory next week. The one that does the mana drain. Anyways, the final one here, the 9th one that's coming out on Monday, is Destroy... We might as well go over the Mythic 2 while we're here already. Destroy a row. Gain magic divided by 2 plus 1 armor and attack, boosted by red gems destroyed. And gain a barrier. Seems pretty similar to a lot of the other troops that destroy a row. Don't think there's really anything too unique about him that will make him used any more or less than the other ones. Wait, what is this one? Fey Touch. Fairy Fire enemies when doing skull damage. Interesting, though that's kind of not really that useful. Oh, you know what would be really funny? No troop currently does it. A troop that puts Hunter's Mark on a troop when taking a skull. That would be a really interesting concept. I don't think they would ever actually do that, though. That almost seems like something they would put on a legendary. Automatically Hunter marking something when you take a skull. I don't know if they'll ever bother doing that, but that would be pretty funny. But yeah, he Fairy Fires, which just, it doesn't increase the skull damage, but it increases any spell damage that occurs to it after. And on, this one's not coming out on Monday, but on Friday next week, 1 week from now, or 6 days from now at this point, a purple, red, yellow. It's going to be the best cleanser in the entire game. It's 22 mana cost. It deals magic plus 6 damage to... Oh, it's basically reverse famine. It deals magic plus 6 damage to an enemy, boosted by all ally mana instead of enemy mana that you drain. It then cleanses all allies, and then gives all other allies 5 mana, similar to that of a Fortress Gate. Actually, exactly like what a Fortress Gate does in that regard. It's a 1 times boost ratio instead of 2, but it's your own mana, so it's a lot easier to control than the enemy's mana. Other than that, it also has Impervious, and it also has a cleanse off its final trait, where whenever it takes a yellow, it cleanses all allies. This is now, this used to be Herdmaster as well, but at this current moment in time, this is the only troop that has both Impervious as well as a cleanse on it. 2 cleanses at that, both off the trait and off the ability itself. So it's going to be by far the best cleanser, and I highly doubt they will ever be adding a better cleanser than this, because it's pretty hard to even make something that is a better cleanser than this. The only thing that can make it any easier would be if it's a gain an extra turn to automatically cleanse instead of yellow. But yeah, this is going to be super, super good for cleansing if you ever need it for whatever reason. Going to be probably a particularly useful last slot as well, due to the Impervious plus cleanse that it has. So a backline tank is most likely going to be the role he will serve. But anyways, that is all of the new stuff that is coming within next week. All 10 of those troops is going to be the most troops they've ever added in a given week. by a pretty large margin. Well, not by a large margin. I think the previous record was 9, so it's beating it by 1 additional troop. But yeah, that's all the new stuff coming. Oops, did I not get rid of the thing? Okay, yeah, I did. Never mind. Yep, so this thing's all cleared. But yeah, if you guys still have any other questions or anything, let me know, or anything else you want me to go over. But those are all the new troops that are coming. Now let me go over, oh, no, did the stream die during my thing? During the rant? I couldn't actually see because it was on the other page. Fail. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. But yeah, those are all the troops that are coming next week. We have quite a lot. 10 new troops, 9 on Monday. Let me go through chat, see if I missed anything. Hello, Frag Hunter. Hello, Chicago. Thank you. Let's see. I know, this game is quite addicting, that is for sure. Hello, Ned Wizard. Hello, already said. Hello, Jesse. Hello, Nagatsu. Hello, Strawn. Welcome. Hello, Casper. Hello, DJ. Hello, Lazy Bones. What else did I miss? Hello, Medieval. And good morning. And hello, War. Hello, Rami. And hello, Rayam. Welcome all. Did they say what the trait stones for Glory was next week? Brown Purple. It's going to be Brown Purple. It's going to be that one troop that does the mana drain thingy. What was it? The, oh, I'm not going to bring it back up. I was about to. But it's that one, Brown Purple for 13 mana costs that does a mana drain, a full mana drain onto a enemy, and then creates green gems based on how much mana is drained. So if it drains 10, it will create 10 green. If it's 20, it's 20 green. It's basically like an Ocratrice, except the main difference with it is it doesn't have any default gem spawn, but it has a 1-to-1 boost ratio instead. So it boosts better based on the mana you drain, but it doesn't have a default value, which is going to make it a little hard to use sometimes, because it's dependent on the enemy actually having mana. Also, you have to keep in mind with the mana drain protection, it also is dependent on the fact that they actually have mana that can be drained, because starting next patch, not when this kingdom gets updated, but starting next patch, there will be changes that will be making it so you can't really drain everything anymore. Things like Mana Shield and all elves will be having mana drain protection. Alright, we got Famine. We'll move that over. Get our Explosion. And get an Infernus down. Good morning, the gamer. Welcome. Also, hello, Jibber. Welcome as well. Get the Infernus down. Get the Famine next. Actually, probably should have threw the Famine already. But oh well. Look at him trigger all the things. And he didn't go for the cast. Very nice. Okay, let me go kill this out. Or at least damage it heavily. He better die to that burn. Infernus, go. Oh, there he goes. That was a little bit of a waste there, but oh well. How much magic does it have? Oh, not that much. It feels like it's triggering a lot more than that. It only has 30 magic. Which is still a decent amount, but still. And down it goes. What's up with Guild Wars every 3 weeks? What is that? When does that happen? It's happening sometime next month. We don't know exactly when, but it's happening sometimes next month. Likely later next month, like all the way at the end of it. It could be early March as well, but their plan is sometime late to mid next month at some point. Yeah, one of the main things that they're going to be doing with the patch is they're going to be having a tri-weekly Guild Wars, but they're going to be replacing the other 2 weeks with different new content of some kind. We know that Raids is going to be one of them. We don't currently know what the other half of it will be, though. Or the other quarter. I mean, the other third. However you would say that. The other 1/3 of what it will be, we don't currently know. They were keeping that kind of secret for now. Also, some other pretty noteworthy things coming next patch in about a month are Mana Shield. Mana Shield and all elves will end up having Mana Drain Protection. Other than that, they are also going to be doing some visual tweaks. Nothing like too overhaulish, mainly just tweaks that community has been asking for. That they're mainly with stats effects and a couple other things, just to make them easier to understand and differentiate each other and actually tell that the troop is inflicted with it. And other than that, they were going to update the Soulforge some. Oh, Celestial Tridestone, nice. They're going to be adding some more weapons and some more troops and something, I believe, to Soulforge. They didn't specifically say what exactly, but they are adding stuff. Other than that, Hero, interesting change to Hero, is all traits will always be active, or all perks, I mean. So, for example, if we were using the Dragon Guard, we would have 8 additional armor, 4 additional attack, and would still count as a dragon starting next patch. So heroes are going to be quite a bit more viable starting then, because we're going to have a lot more stats on them than what we normally would. It's still a pretty small amount, but that's enough to make it decent enough to consider hero a little more often than what it's currently considered. And the teams that already use hero, it's just going to make it even stronger than what it currently is. That's not going to make any too huge of a difference, but should start seeing more heroes in late game. Early game already has heroes going like crazy, and now it's basically mandatory when starting a new account to, or just an early game account in general, to go and get yourself a decent hero class pretty early. Also, I used to say in the past that the Warlord hero class isn't really that decent, but starting next patch it actually is going to be okay. Not because its weapon is good or its traits are good, but mainly because the stats that it gains are pretty solid. It gains attack and HP, and since most early game players need to use their hero in their first slot due to not having other alternatives, that's actually the best 2 slots you can have on your hero if you were to place it in first slot, HP and attack, which are the 2 that he has. So it actually works out pretty nicely. And that's the first hero class that all newer players get as well. Or at least for most people. I highly doubt most people would go do all of Adana before completing out Broken Spire. Pretty sure that'd be pretty rare. Alright, we'll go throw that down. And now anything will kill it. And that'll be match. Down it goes. The new kingdom, which skills solo it... Oh, we don't know what skill it will have. Based on the fact that it has Fairy Fire, I want to assume magic, though we do not know for sure what skill it is. But yes, I assume it is magic. Oh no! I just realized something. I'm about to gain a level. No! You know what that means. We need to go get close to level 1010, or 1210, because we are also getting a new weapon. Oh, I didn't go over the new weapon. It's actually in-game at the moment. You can't actually obtain it, but the visual of it is in the game. So let me go over that real quick. But yeah, there's a new weapon also coming on Monday. Every new kingdom always brings in a new weapon, at minimum. And it might even have 2 new weapons, who knows. But I know we're at least getting 1 new weapon. And yeah, I want to go over that real quick. It's a really interesting one. It's very rarely going to be used in PvP, but it might be the new EXP farming meta as far as what gets used for farming EXP. I know almost no one bothers farming EXP though, but it would serve that purpose pretty well, because there's a certain challenge where it can one-shot on Warlord 4 difficulty, which would make it assuming you can quick cast it in 1 turn, or 2 turns, it would be the quickest possible EXP farming you could get, or pretty close to it. I'm pretty sure the current best might actually be better than it, but it's definitely worth testing to see how it comes out. It's also going to be something that newer players can use as well, because you'll get access to it pretty quickly. Or not pretty quickly, you need 40 red, 40 yellow for it. But by the time you reach that level range, you'd most likely have the support troops you need to make it work within a Explorer team, or within a challenge, I mean. You wouldn't use it with an Explorer. But it's this weapon over here. It's a really interesting one. It's actually the first only 1-cast weapon that the hero has. But if we go over here, it's the Radiant Jewel. 40 red, 40 yellow, you'll get it at those hero masteries. But yeah, deals damage to all enemies. Deals additional damage of that exact same amount if they are undead, and then summons a light storm. Can only be cast once. So basically you would use this with a hero class that boosts based on yellow. So for example, you would end up most likely using the Bard hero class. Actually, would you use Bard or would you use the other one? Or actually, wouldn't you need to use the one that starts with half mana, actually? Never mind, you wouldn't use either of those. You would need to use oh, never mind. Bard can start with half mana. I remember. We were going to do it with Salinas and everything else. But yeah, we'd use it with a... we'd use it with the Bard, use it with King Salinas, and basically we'd go cast this out and one-shot a challenge. And what we can do is actually put the first challenge in Kedar, the Bone Army, which is full undead, put it to Warlord 4. They have, I believe, the highest of about a 57 durability or something. I think a little bit lower than that. It's not showing the actual stats here. It would if we go into a battle. Actually, let me go show it here. But yeah, it has something like a 57 here. Yes, exactly so. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, that's actually a little bit higher than I thought. It's a 61 with no bonuses. But still, you would end up having the extra damage on it, and then boom, you kill out the entire thing. On Warlord 4, goes down, and then you just claim your EXP. All you'd have to do is one-shot it, and then go on from there. So yeah, that's basically going to be the premise of it. It could be really good EXP farming. We'll have to see exactly. Of course, at Warlord 4 difficulty, you end up getting a very, very, very high bonus. What is it? I just don't know if it's going to be much better than Warlord 2. It's only a 50% difference, so might not make that big of a change, really. But as you can see here, you end up getting a 100% EXP bonus compared to Warlord 2, where you'd only be getting a 50% EXP bonus. Of course, there's quite a bit difference in stats. This one only gets 50% extra stats. This one gets 200% extra stats. So quite a bit of a difference there. But yeah, it could have potential. Not fully certain though, but we'll see on Monday. I'll be messing around with it for sure. But that is the weapon coming from the New Kingdom. Out of that context, I don't think it's going to have too many purposes though. You never farm EXP? I'm pretty sure that's a lie. You're the highest level in the game. You'd have to have farmed it at least at some point. We'll go and go take purple. Trying to get what's her name up, but there's no blue. The dreaded no blue. Okay, we'll go take a skull, I guess. Reds, purples, blues. What do we even move? This will give him too much. We'll just take the blue, I guess. Give him some red. Oh, I give him on both sides. I thought it was only the one. And he gets to drain because that's enough mana. Fail. Okay, well, we'll go take that blue. Start getting our mana up that way. Take ourselves to blue. Take ourselves to brown. No, I don't want him to get that drain. I'll have to take that skull. And I think we're going to take that skull too. That gives him too much brown. But then again, he's going to get it regardless of which way I take it. We'll go take that. Never mind, we can just explode. There we go. Do you know if the... Wait, let me go back a little bit. Well, I already answered that. Hello, Mario. Welcome. Yes, life's been good pretty recently. The Ocratrice? I've been saying that just in case YouTube's been picking up on it. Because I noticed on some of my videos lately, or in the past, when I've been mentioning its actual name, it's thinking I'm saying the other word. The obvious other word. Let's see. And keeps demonetizing them. We're not completely demonetizing them, but only giving them partial monetization. Let's see. Do you know if the new Mythic weapon is going to cost as much as Dawnbringer? No, I believe they're going to be low utility weapons. I don't believe they're adding another Mythic weapon until they figure out what on earth to do to balance out Dawnbringer in Arena. But yeah, I don't believe they're adding like a Mythic one. Hey, we got hit HP. It's going to be just like a standard weak weapons, kind of like what the epic weapons were, except something hopefully more useful than them. But yeah, it's going to be something along the tier of one of those, either the epics or the legends. It's not going to be any mythic weapons, I can almost guarantee you. But yeah, whatever they do with the weapons, it's going to be stuff like these little ones, or something like that. Or maybe something like these, not quite sure. But I highly doubt it's actually going to be a mythic. It's mainly just going to be these smaller kind of resource things. I assume. Who knows? We'll see if they do it or not. They did specifically say they have no intentions to add another mythic weapon until they figure out what to do with Dawnbringer. And they still haven't figured out what to do with Dawnbringer, so unless they're doing both those changes simultaneously. A fix for Dawnbringer while also adding a new one. What to do here? Go take the red. Oh, that's a lot of mana. How on earth can we not use any of that, though? Well, we can take that. Is that really it? I guess we try for an extra turn here. Didn't get it. He'll just poke us. Luckily, that's not a famine. I mean, not a scion. Go for the Gorgolfa there. Let's see. Your yellow defend needs work. What would you recommend other than Visk, Wildfang, Desdemona, and Spirit Fox? I don't know. Personally, I generally just go and build the entire thing around Spirit Fox. That tends to be my premise the entire time. You could do like full true damage Spirit Fox. I normally do that with a Desdemona. It doesn't really get anything too high of wins. Most of the weeks it only gets like 1 or 2 wins. I don't even know these days if that's even good or bad, because that seems to be the amount of wins I'm getting on all the teams. So hard to really tell. But yeah, that's basically what I've been using. I believe it's Corvash, Desdemona, something in Spirit Fox, I believe is what I'm personally using for yellow defend. I have it set up mainly to counter out the whole Daemon team that generally gets used. Or at least one of the teams. Let's see. You got all your EXP from maps. Sounds legit. Oh wait, Vanguard, what was your last post? I didn't see it. So in a month, we will have 1 week Guild Wars, 1 week raids, and 1 week something else. Yes, that's basically exactly what will happen. In 1 month from now, every single week will be 3 different events, switching between Guild Wars, raids, and something else. So yes, that is correct. That is exactly what's going to be happening. Some people will like it, some people will hate it. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Because of course everyone who already likes Guild Wars will hate it, but everyone who already hates Guild Wars will love it. So we'll see how it pans out. Yeah, Guild Wars won't be as stressful anymore because you only have to do it once every 3 weeks. Okay, we'll go throw that down. And what do we even need here? Probably just... Oh, Tesla, what are you doing? Actually, that barely even did any damage. Probably because you have almost no armor left. It works on our armor too, but that's like half the armor already gone. So, one of the events is 2 weeks or 3 of new modes. No, there are 3 new modes. They just didn't say what the 3rd mode is. Actually, I think they even said that there might be 4 modes with another one that switches in. But there's at least 3 different modes. It's going to be Guild Wars, which we already know what that is. Raids, which is some kind of boss thingy. And some other thing that they didn't mention. We don't know what that other thing is that they didn't mention. Alright, we'll go take that. Explode the purple. I mean, explode the blue. Explode the everything! And get the Infernus down, because we can. Move that over. Yeah, if anyone else has any other questions, team builds, let me know. We go mess around with them. Yeah, 3.3, they even said 3.3 is looking to be one of the biggest patches they've done as well. Which sounds like it if they're adding 2 complete new game modes. Because I know Guild Wars, the patch that Guild Wars came in, basically the entire patch was like, hey, here's Guild Wars! But that's kind of what's happening again, except now there's 2 things instead of just 1, which was Guild Wars. Now there's 2. Or 3 total, but 2 newer ones. Hello, Helvis. Welcome. Oh, I need to famine that. What am I doing? I almost just let him get away with that. Good, magic reduction. I need those because he has so much magic right now. He can actually one-shot us if he ever gets the, what's his name up? Gotta be careful. The Infernus. I mean, the... I'll get his name right eventually. The, Draculus. Oh... Yeah, that. Yep, that was what I was saying. Exactly so. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well then. That's not good. I should probably stop using really small poke damage against Double Humility, Draculus. It's such an easy team to beat because it literally only has 1 damage source. But I keep using weird teams against it that are kind of easily countered by what he's using. Oh, we're frozen on it. I didn't even notice that. There we go. Full mana. Get the Gorgoltha down. And then we just throw Infernus and everything else. Nice extra turn randomly. Get that down for the stat reduction. Famine because I need to get rid of that. Are we frozen on purple? No, we're not. So we'll go take that. That also gives us, what's her name? Go throw this on first slot just so he doesn't get this thing off. Also, KrissTigger is going to pretty much become dead content next patch. It's not going to be like dead as in useless, but it's going to be dead in that every team is most likely just going to run the new legendary dragon instead. In most situations. Not every situation, but a good majority of them. For frontline tanks, you would still be using KrissTigger, like for first and second slot. The newer troop looks like it's going to be more of like a second, third, possibly even fourth in some team slot. And I'm really curious what the Queen Mab version will be like. Because she pretty much just is Queen Mab, in a way. The new Fairy Fire automatic extra turn one. Most likely going to be sticking with the dragon a lot more, but I do definitely want to see how she pans out. We will be getting both of them to Mythic, by the way, pretty much immediately. That's not something I normally do, but with this kind of content I will be. just because it's pretty important to get the 5-star kingdom. We will be having an additional troop, which will make it quite a bit easier, so we don't need to max everything. So maybe I won't. I don't know. Because normally whenever a new kingdom comes out, it's kind of mandatory that you get them all to Mythic. Maybe I will hold off just a little bit. It'll save a lot of resources. It depends how many we get. If we can get them all from opening all my event keys, a decent number of them, then I'll probably just leave it there. And I believe we will be able to. Generally, every 100 event keys is essentially guaranteed a Mythic at that point. Not exactly guaranteed, but at that point, you most likely are getting at least one. So with how many we have, we should definitely get at least one copy of both, if not multiple. As long as we have 2 copies of both, even though I don't think there's any team that would ever bother using 2 of both, just in case there is. That would probably be fine at that point. What is Fairy Fire? It will do 50% additional damage to all spell-based damage that you do to the troop inflicted with Fairy Fire. It's kind of like Hunter's Mark, except it works for Fairy Fire. And instead of being 100%, it's only 50%. It's going to be particularly potent because there's no spell mitigation currently in the game. Whereas, of course, Skulls do have mitigation. They have like 5, actually more than 5. There's almost 8 different forms of Skull mitigation. Yet there's essentially 0 forms of spell mitigation. They did mention in the previous Q&A that they are eventually going to be adding spell mitigation, but that is a little bit of a coding work for them. So they don't know when they're going to exactly get around to it, but it is within their plan, probably this year. Use gold event keys. Yes, that's pretty much what you're going to be using for keys. You'd want to use all of your gold and event keys on Monday, and all your other keys like Glory, Gem, Guild, and VIP keys you would want to use on Friday to get the new Mythic. Also, in doing so, you would also still have the chance of getting the new stuff as well, though the main thing you would be doing it for is the new Mythic, of course. But yeah, that is the game plan, as well as my game plan. Or pretty much everyone's game plan for the most part. But yeah, just event key and gold key on Monday, and all of the other keys on Friday. Oops, I could take an extra turn there. I guess it doesn't matter much. He's already dead, and down he goes. Oh, so hello, 1Q84. But yeah, the reason for that is there's nothing unique in the gold keys. The only thing you would need this for is to get the common, the new common that's coming out on Monday. One other thing that this will do, if you haven't been opening keys lately either, like myself, is if you have a lot of them saved up, you would also end up getting yourself a Mythic Firebomb if you don't already have one. So that's going to be pretty nice. I believe it gains, or at least compared to mine being at ultra rare right now, I believe fully leveling it gains about 3 additional damage on it, which doesn't seem like much, but given in the context that he's normally used, 3 damage in something like a challenge or within Explore or within dungeons is actually quite a substantial amount of damage due to how low the stats is there. But yeah, all those get thrown on Monday, all the event keys get thrown on Monday, and all the other keys like gem keys, glory keys, and guild chests if you want to throw those, or VIP chests if you want to throw those, all get thrown on Friday. But yeah, if we get lucky enough, I might not even need to use a single gem to get everything that we need. We'll just throw all the event keys there, boom, and then the other ones on Friday with the gold or with the gem and glory, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, hopefully if it goes well. We'll need a lot of RNG to get it all, but hopefully we will. This could be the first time ever where we could go both a new kingdom and a new Mythic without spending a single gem. That'd be amazing. I don't think I've ever done that before, but because there's been such a gap between the previous kingdom and everything, we might actually have enough resources to do it, to do it for once. So that'll be pretty cool. I've never done that once for either. Getting every single legend within a kingdom, or get every single troop within a new kingdom the first week it comes out, or the first instance it comes out, without spending a single gem. I've never done that, and I've never done getting a new Mythic without spending a single gem. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I think I have once or twice because we got super, super lucky. But very, very rarely does that actually happen. I know for sure the Kingdom one has never happened. But it's actually pretty easy this time around. I think there was only one other instance where they ever gave it out like this. Normally, they do not actually release the Kingdom at the same day that the event is. Normally, they hand it out on Friday like they were planning on initially. But it was a holiday in Australia, so they didn't. But normally, they hand it out on Friday and then do the events on, start it up on Monday. The reason they do this is because it makes people spend more resources, because everyone who wants to get the troops immediately will have to spend more to go and try to get them randomly, since it's not currently an event key drop pool. But with how they're doing it now, the same day that the kingdom's being released is the same day that the event is starting for the kingdom. So you would end up being able to get all of it through the event itself, which makes it a lot easier, since event keys are super, super easy for getting all of the new content. Yeah, it's going to work out pretty nice. If you have any event keys saved whatsoever, you're going to get really good value out of them on Monday. So save them all for then. Maybe even spend some gems on them if you have some spare laying around. I definitely advise getting at least one of the 2 new legends. You don't need both of them, but having one of the 2, particularly the dragon one, would be more useful, because if you don't have the trait stones, that one still works perfectly fine without traits, whereas the other one is a bit more trait dependent than the dragon. Alright, we'll throw that one down. Is the new Mythic worth it? Oh yeah, the new Mythic is definitely worth trying for. It's not worth spending all your resources for, though. It's not offensive, so it doesn't give you any kind of farming capabilities. But it's going to be really, really good for Guild Wars, as well as just the general best cleanser in the game. I highly doubt they will ever have a better cleanser than that troop. So if you are really interested in having a solid cleanse, that would be a very good option to go for. The new Mythic coming next Friday. It'd be very hard for them to ever make a better cleanse than that. Of course, there aren't too many instances where you really need mass cleanse. There's only 2 where you're really going to be needing it. Against the Queen Mab and against Fairy Fire Spam. Of course, we don't have Fairy Fire Spam yet, but that is definitely going to be a thing starting once the new kingdom comes out. But those are the only 2 things you would really use it for the most part. Of course, occasionally you might need it for death marks, you might need it for burns and other small stuff like that, maybe poison and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it's a nice utility to have. It doesn't actually speed up the capability of you winning at all. It's not like it's a Dracula, it's not like it's a Draculus or an Infernus or a Elemagrim or something like that. All those troops can actually make you win quicker, which technically allow you to farm more gold and resources quicker. All this new Mythic is going to be doing that's coming next Friday will be making it easier to win and making it easier to survive. So if that's important to you in Guild Wars or just in general, then it might be nice to consider getting. But yeah, I'm definitely going for it. Well, obviously, we go for all of them. But, I don't know, I might still try for it on my other account, too. Seems like something pretty nice. The only big issue with it, though, is it is trait dependent. It is one of those mythics that is trait dependent. So if you can't afford the traits, you're kind of out of luck, because the good majority of its value does come from its Impervious plus Cleanse. It's the only troop that currently has, and probably ever will have, Impervious plus a Cleanse on it. And an automatic cleanse at that. All you have to do is just take yellow. Like if we were to take this yellow right here, boom, we just cleanse everything off of us. Like that disease or burn. I don't even know. Yeah, that's a disease. Oh, that's, by the way, they're going to be changing disease and burn next patch to make them distinctly different. Because right now, I believe they look exactly the same. Like not a single difference whatsoever. Like no difference at all. I have no clue why they have it like that. But they will be changing that next patch, as well as a few other small things with that. Staff of Asta cleanses all too, but there's no Impervious that does it. There's plenty of stuff that does cleanse all. Mercy does cleanse all. Plenty of things do cleanse all, but none of them do it automatically. Right now, Mercy basically is the best cleanse all. Using, actually good, we're up against a Queen Mab, that actually works out perfectly. Using something like, I guess it doesn't matter too much what team we go with. Let's go with the Mercy Infernus. Stick with the Infernus combos. Also, Dawnbringer versus Dawnbringer. But Mercy is currently one of the better cleanses in the game. At least until this newer one comes out. The main reason why she's so good is, of course, she has Impervious. So she can trigger a cleanse. Her first cleanse can be triggered at any point that you want it to go. So she has really good flexibility. And when you can actually get it, since you get it from the start. Oh, did I leave that there? Apparently. Well, he's frozen now. He'll just create a bunch of greens. That kind of misses. What do we even need to do here? Oh yeah, we're not frozen on it, so we can go for that. Go for the red. Trying to get a Mercy alignment if we can. Getting slightly unlucky in that we aren't getting it. Oh, come on, he got a free turn from the Cascade there. And now he got the Drain. Come on, Mercy. Get those alignments. We need you. Watch, we're going to fail because I'm trying to do this. Come on, Mercy. Give me that cleanse. The struggle of trying to use a Mercy. And this is why you need auto yellow for cleanse. But yeah, that's gonna make it so much easier when we could just take yellow. I can move that over. That's like the one thing we're not frozen on. And do I take this? I guess I throw it. Oh wait, we're frozen on green. Okay, I just need to do. Oh wait! It drained my thing. No, our full mana mercy. We don't have it anymore. Okay, we'll go through a Gorgolfa. First turn mercy. Can't even use first turn mercy. Good job. Okay, let's go throw down. Ooh, do we try the 1 in 4 chance that this will kill him? Actually, no. It's like 50-50, isn't it? It's a 1 in 4 chance twice. No, it's a 1 in 4 chance and then a 1 in 3 chance. Because it never hits the same enemy twice. I have no clue what that comes out to. But please hit him. Okay, good. What? They both hit him. Oh, no. The other one hit the barriers. Okay, never mind. Let's go get a... Never mind. No! Wow. Rip. Yeah, that's a bad example of a mercy. Let's get destroyed by the enemy Dawnbringer. Sounds about right. Okay, let me go use the other mercy team. Fine. Be like that. We'll go get the Alchemist Hellcat loop. Still horrible first board. Of course, because now it's going to get Spirit Foxed. Bye, Mercy. Well, that didn't last long. It's also going to get drained, and I have nothing I can do about it. So we'll go take the red, grab that, get our Alchemist. For whatever reason, it didn't take a skull. Unfortunately, I have no way to really utilize the board that we have, so we'll go move that. Hopefully, he'll take a skull here. Perfect. So we'll go do that, and hopefully infinitely loop him, because we have no other choice than to infinitely loop him. And look at that, at our no alignment. Actually, we do have alignment, so we'll go for that. Problem is, we don't have any toss troops in this team. There's nothing we can just throw to try to get it going. What do we even do here? I guess we throw a guard. Maybe he'll take a skull. Hey, he actually did. He did not give us alignment, though, did he? Oh, kind of. We can take that. Is there any way we could do 2 damage to him? That'd be pretty useful. You know what? Probably gonna regret this. But we're gonna do that. See if we can get a Hellcat somewhere, or a skull, or anything to hit him with. Trying to get an extra turn. Skull. Not working that well. There we go. Well, then again, we already had guard, so at that point we didn't even really need that, but oh well. And we'll go through the guard down here. And then just Hellcat into poke. And we're good to go. I know I killed one. Not that big a deal, though. Do we not have alignment? Well, we kind of do. We have it on purple. Get rid of the barrier. Take skull dead. Oh yeah, all the troops are where Max just posted the link. Though I believe the link is broken because... Let me see. Oh wait, why is it when you post the link it works? But yeah, the link that Max just posted is the correct link. That was the one that we went over at the beginning of the stream. Also, if you just go back about all the way towards the beginning of the stream, we end up going over all those as well. All the way back then. But yeah, we'll be going over them in great detail on Monday. What should we roll with next? I guess we'll go back to... Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the little weird Bombot one with the standard 3x dragon. Not that one. This one. The Gorgolfa Dragon Soul Christine X combo. The combo I haven't really used as much recently, but it's still a really good combo. Someone asked me the other day to use it with Firebomb, and it's actually surprisingly good. I never really thought like a Firebomb would actually work in this team. But no, it does. Like everything else, it does indeed work. I'm curious what doesn't work in this team at this point. Well, go take the red. Go to Dragon Soul. It's not the best of teams out there, as far as like this composition, but I don't know, I really enjoy using it. Really curious what they're going to do. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They're nerfing Dragon Soul next patch. Not heavily, I don't think. We'll find out exactly. But they're getting rid of its 2 of its traits. Its final trait is going to be buff nerfed, and its mana shield is going to be nerfed because, of course, that's gaining mana drain next, or mana drain immunity next patch. So, of course, they don't want to have Dragon Soul having mana drain immunity. That would be too ridiculously overpowered. Hello, Alfie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, D. Welcome as well. Go throw our explosion there. See what else we can do. Need to go get the Dragon Soul. And, oh, no, no, no. Okay, good. Never mind. It was already damaged. If that would have gotten full damage, that would have been really, really bad. It actually would have killed Gorgolfa, I think. So, oh, barrier, what are you doing? Getting in the way. Let me do the Dragon Soul first, because I want to clear out the barriers with the lower damage. Get the extra turn off the purple. And I guess we Dragon Soul. I'll give us Christine X, or should. Do I get rid of purple again? And try for the skull? Oh, we didn't get off the skull, but we did land an extra turn. Then we just Dragon Soul. And down it goes. Hello, Asamito. Welcome. Is there a way to predict how much damage Queen Mab does with her first strike? Yes. It's always possible to predict how much damage Queen Mab will do. Queen Mab does damage based on... do we not have a Queen Mab team set up? Also, thank you for the subscribe, Alfie. Much appreciated. Do we not have a Queen Mab set up anywheres? Wait, do I seriously have 0 teams using Queen Mab at the moment? Let me go do the Vinoxia thing we were messing with yesterday. It's the best Vinoxia team in the game, or at least what I'm aware of. It's the one I always show when anyone ever asks for a Vinoxia team. It's also one of my favorite Lady Arnarials. I was showing this yesterday because, of course, Lady Arnarial and Valkyrie will both have immune to Mana Drain. What's particularly interesting about this combo, in that both of them would have Mana Drain, is that they can kind of synergize with each other as far as their manas. So you'd basically always have the base of your mana generation incapable of being mana drained, which is kind of cool. It's one of the few teams that's even going to be possible to do that with, or one of the few combos, I should say. You don't necessarily need to go with this combo, but the Valkyrie, Lady Arnarial combo is the main thing. Anyways, let me go into this banner. But yeah, Queen Mab's damage is based on, assuming she's fully traded, it's based on, well, it's based on, let me just go explain what Mana Burn is first. That would make more sense. So Mana Burn does damage based on her magic plus their current mana. So currently all of them have 0 mana, so it doesn't do any additional damage. But let's say one of them had 5, it would do 5 additional damage plus her magic. And then that would be the total amount of damage that it would do. It also does 1 additional damage because if you have Arcane, that Arcane triggers before she casts. So you do automatically gain 1 additional damage every single time. And that triggers before. It's one of the weird instances where it actually does indeed trigger before, not after. So she does get to utilize that 1 additional damage that it gives onto her cast. So for example, you'll notice that with Vinoxia too. It has Arcane as well. So we have 17 attack gain. We have 34 attack. 17 plus 34 is 51. But we're actually going to have 52 attack because it's going to give us the Arcane bonus. So as you can see, we got 52, even though it only said 17. Because the Arcane triggered before, which made us gain 18 instead of 17. Same thing happens with Queen Mab. But let me go get a Valkyrie down so I can go and... Can we still not get alignment? That's really bad. I'm going to have to get rid of Green just because he's going to be weird if I don't. Okay. Wait, does he keep hitting the only thing we have immune to freeze? He did that twice and we're still not frozen. I actually got really lucky there. Oh, we don't have enough to go cast this yet. I want to get it down. Let me do this on brown. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see with Queen Mab, we have 24. He has... what would be the easiest one to show this on? I guess, how about the Queen Mab? The Queen Mab has 8 mana. We have 24. That will be 32 damage, though it'll be 33 because we also have Arcane. So, this should hit a 33, which means she should go down to 11 armor. Let me take that first. So she should go down to 11. And as you can see, she goes down to 11. But yeah, that's how you calculate out her cast thingy. And it's always the same every single time. It's really easy to actually predict the exact amount that a Queen Mab will do. We'll go throw that down. Get the Queen Mab again. And keep the loop going until we win. Vinoxia one last time. And that's almost enough. One little poke will do it. And poke. And down it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much that team. And Queen Mab in a nutshell. Pretty fun team to use as well. It gets really hard countered by freeze, though. We got really lucky there, and both his freezes actually landed on our Queen Mab, which is the only thing we even have immune to freeze on this team. It doesn't have any cleanse, so once we get frozen, it's pretty much just auto-lose, because the team is extremely dependent on looping forever. Oh, also Entangle's pretty bad to have on us, too, but that's not as big a deal as a freeze. That just means we can't get Venoxia to have ridiculous attack value. And now we just get the loop until the win, pretty much. Assuming it doesn't miss. Oh no, there's only 12. I assumed that there would be enough because there's so much everything on the board. I should have actually checked. Fail. Normally I would be casting Venoxia more, but since we don't gain any attack, there's really not as much of a point. Why do we keep getting so little blue on the board? I can't even do anything with it. Oh, I guess we'll just throw this down. Come on, cast. We got that down. Still, so little blue. Do we not have a convert either? We have green, but obviously that's like the last thing we want to convert from the board. Oh, and there he goes doing that. Please, have a Valkyrie already, finally. Do we have 13? Yeah, there we go. So we'll go do that. Get that down again. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't touch her. Oh no! That's actually really bad. Yeah, generally you don't want to do it against things that have mana shield either. But, I have no way of touching that now. We don't have our Venoxia is entangled and our damage source is unable to do anything to her. So we're in a really weird situation right now where I kind of can't kill her by any means. It's literally impossible until we get unentangled. So now we just wait. Please unentangle already. So I just need to keep taking random moves until... Please, unentangle already. There we go, finally. Okay, now we can kill it. Now we just need to go and loop until we can. If it would ever actually land, so that'd be great. Go convert that out, get our mana, get that back again. Gonna have like 1,000 HP by the time this battle is over. The struggle of having to go up against one of these things. Yeah, mana shield, impervious, and stuff like that, this seems really bad against. You need a team that has like almost no immunities to anything. Where do we even throw this? Put the purple up. Throw this on yellow. Get the mana back up if we can. Do we even have enough to kill it with a skull? I probably could have this entire time. Let's see. If we could just find a skull, that'd be great. So we can actually get the final blow. Skull, come out wherever you are. I know you're in there. Okay, let me just get rid of green, because maybe we'll get enough. Oh, you know what, not. Just in case it goes bad. We'll do that. Still trying to find a skull. We're gonna have 1,000 attack soon. There we go, finally. No, it took it. No. Okay, gotta keep clearing board now. We'll get it. We'll get it. We're gonna get this. Sometime before max stats, hopefully. Any day now. Any day now. Oh, what even is this? It is seriously going to have max stat. There we go, finally. 477 attack. I wonder if that's enough to one-shot it. Well, that didn't take forever. Wow. Okay, let's not do that. He has mana shield. That one's fine. I've been trying to keep the mods a little bit less as of recently because I actually have a lot of mods right now. I need to go one day and go through all of that, and then maybe I'll go add more people to mods. But I have way too many mods at the moment. I think I have like 40 or 50 mods. I don't even know if YouTube has a limit on it, but if it does, I'm probably reaching pretty close to whatever that limit is. Oh no, just def mark that, and I don't have any cleanse, so it's kind of stuck there. Oh, come on, we didn't even surge the red. If Venoxia dies, it isn't the end of the world with this team, but ideally it wouldn't, obviously. We don't use green anymore once it does. Now we'll throw this down and hopefully get lucky. We could go throw a Valkyrie somewheres. Go do that on yellow. I think I have Venoxia this board, so we'll go for that. See if we have Queen Mab. No, we don't, of course. Get another Venoxia down. Double check Queen Mab. Nope. Double check Queen Mab. Yes, finally. Get that down. Get the cast. Miss. Throw it again. No, not enough. Throw it again. Not enough by one. Throw it again. Now it's enough. But we don't have any mana generation to follow up with, but we'll go move that over. And, oh no, it's def marked again. Actually, if it keeps def marking us, that actually wouldn't be a bad thing, since we would never actually die to it. since it has a 1-turn delay and it just keeps getting repeated. And we'll throw that down. Now we can't be death marked anymore. So now we have to deal with that thing, which isn't too big a deal. Actually, wait, did he summon 2 of them, or was one of them already there? Pretty sure one of them was already there. Like that one in the back. And then just cast that again. Cast that again. The Aerial is one of the weirdest things as far as like buffing up troops. You can just infinitely loop for like 100 HP out of nowhere. It's a really weird troop. And we'll just throw that down. Oh, I could just scold it as well for 306 damage by taking the yellow extra turn into his skull. That would have also worked. Hello, Chaotic. Welcome. How much will it cost to max the new kingdom? As far as what? Trait stones, gold, stuff like that? Gold is the same as every other kingdom. It's like, what, 130,000 gold, 140,000 gold? It's pretty cheap to do that. As far as the trait stones and everything, I don't know. You'd have to calculate that out based on the cost of the full amount for a... well, it would be easier to say in the rarities that are in the kingdom, and that would give a general idea of how much it costs. But there are... in a new kingdom coming on Monday with 9 new troops, it has 1 common, 3 rares, 2 ultra rares, 1 epic, and 2 legendaries. So whatever the cost is to max all that would be how much you would need to max it all. Though do keep in mind it's 9 kingdom or 9 troops. So if your goal is only to get 5 gold stars, you don't actually have to max everything. Only when there's 8 do you have to max. Hopefully they'll do this with all new kingdoms. But yeah, it's coming in with 9 instead of 8. Normally they only come in with 9. I mean, normally they only come in with 8. But this time it's 9, which is quite beneficial because that means you don't have to max literally everything, which is really extremely difficult to do. Even late game players would sometimes struggle with it, who have like almost everything in the game. Just I wish I should have taken that. Just because it takes so many resources. But yeah, they added a knife, which makes it exponentially easier than only 8. By a really very, very large margin. We'll go throw that down. Of course it misses. Hopefully we get a Valkyrie somewhere. Come on, Valkyrie, you got this. Throw it on purple. Get that going. Get a Queen Mab. Get her hit. Get a mana generation. Well, of course it misses again. Missfest. Okay, what do we even do here? We'll go for, I guess, a green to the extra turn chance, possibly, maybe. No. Okay. Vinoxia, don't miss. Good. Queen Mab. Get the thing. Nice extra turn randomly out of nowhere. Do we not have a cascade? Oh, this board! There better be something on that board. Get that. We took off all the blue. We got so much blue mana, but we ended up taking it all off the board as well by getting it. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just win already. Kinda goes. Yeah, what Mario just said is it's about 130,000, a little bit under, to get it all the way to 10 stars. Or, no, I mean 10 stars. I wish it was that easy to get it all the way to level 10. 10 stars is nowhere near the upcoming future. But 5 stars would be, of course, getting all of the, getting everything almost fully upgraded. I believe if you get everything to base legendary, that's about where the point is. With like a few traits missing, with 9 troops. That's approximately where it would be. Okay. We'll go take a red. Need another red or yellow. Either would work, actually. So we'll move that down. Of course, it doesn't surge. We'll go take that for ourselves. Now it surges when we don't even need it to surge. We'll take the purple and then go from there. 1 mana short. Come on, Vinoxia, don't miss. Yeah, we got it. And now we just loop until we win. Oh yeah, oops, I did it against a mana shield. At least he doesn't have Entangle. It's a little bit more manageable when they don't have a Tangle, because by the time we reach him, we'll be up to one-shot Vinoxia. That's kind of one of the whole reasons to use Vinoxia too, other than the fact it creates the exact same color. But assuming you can't be entangled, you just one-shot the one thing or 2 things that can't be mana. Oh, never mind. There's Dragon Soul. Well, I guess there's 2 that can't be mana burned. Like this, we can't hit those 2. They're both immune. Mana Shield because of that one, and Impervious because of that one. But the easiest way to work around that is, of course, Vinoxia one-shots them all with skulls once we get to that point. Do I clear out the board with a Valkyrie? That is the question. I think the answer is yes. Nope, not enough. Please don't miss. Wow, that actually got pretty lucky with that. Throw that down. That'll kill out the 2 of them. And now we just need to find a bunch of skulls. There's one. Oh, wait. That wasn't enough damage? What are you doing, Vinoxia? Where's your attack buffs? You need to go get more. Actually, that's completely my fault for not getting more, but we'll go take attack there. And Nest need to find one more skull now. In any way, shape, or form. Doesn't matter how. As long as we get one. And down it goes. Hello, Cage. Can you try Gorgolfa, Dragon Soul, Soulzara, and King Highfort? Sure. Sounds okay. Hey, a Hellspawn. I almost forgot that even came in this week. It's so useless. Poor Hellspawn. Gorgolfa. What else do we need? We got the Gorgolfa, got the Dragon Soul. Does that not bring it up? The Doctor. Gotta type in the Doctor to bring it up. Soulzara. And oops, wait. I did something wrong. Oops, why is my there? Put that there, put that there. And Highforge. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Do I go all in? Yeah, we go all in because we have the extra +1 for the. Oh wait, no. I thought that was the Emperina for a second. Never mind, we don't have the extra +1. Wait, what is the Highforge for then? What is the Highforge for? Also, we don't use blue. Is there a -blue banner that also gives us what we need? I don't think there is. There's like plus green and plus yellow on it, I believe. On the -blue. Yeah, it's green and yellow. I mean, yellow and green. Well, I guess that doesn't matter what order I say them in for the most part. But I don't really need that. Yeah, and that's the only option too, I do believe. So, nope. Okay, we'll stick with that then. You still don't have Zara? Yeah, she is very, 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 very annoying to get. Similar as any legend. She's just a completely random drop within the chest. There hasn't really been any big chest openings yet that people have had to do, though. The likely time you'll get Soulzara is trying to get the new Mythic coming in this Friday. Would probably be when you would get her. Hopefully. Yeah, I only have one copy still. I think there's 3 legends I currently only have 1 copy of. I'm not 100% certain if she's even in the drop pool right now. I assume she would be by this point. She came in like, what, a little over a month ago? She came in with the most recent patch, so yeah, she should be in the drop pool by now. Oh wait, never mind. She was immediately in the drop pool. What am I even saying? Yeah, never mind. She's definitely in the drop pool. She came into the drop pool the second she was released, so yeah, she's definitely in the drop pool. I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, go move that down. Take that one. What else we need to go move? Well, they have higher HP, or at least 2 of them do, so we'll go kill that. Of course you survive with 2 HP. I should have probably calculated that out, but fail. We'll go take the skull, kill that out. Actually would have died regardless, but with Dragon Soul there. Kill out that, 48 high HP. Highforge, Dragon Soul, and pretty much dead. And any poke will kill it, or almost any poke. Now any poke will kill it. And poke. And there we go. Yeah, it works out decently. And of course you get that little bit of extra mana on it as well. I mean souls. Very easy max souls. Even just using a Soulzara in general would be max souls. Dragon Soul makes it even easier. And she is one of the only few troops that has the combination of a soul gain plus a soul cap gain. There's only 2 troops that currently do this. It is Soulzara and Farish Ra. Farish Ra for 150%, her for 50%. Okay, well, one nice thing about dwarves is we can triple shot them. So let's go triple shot them. That hurt a lot, but at least we get to kill his mana generator, or one of them. And throw that to the back to try to kill him, or at least work towards it. Oh, we could one-shot Soulzara her at him. Let's see. Will we get it? Yep, we did. So we'll go do that. The only good thing about dwarf teams, we can kill them out with Soulzaras. Too bad she's not usable on Red Guild War Day. Okay. Yeah, that's still higher, so we can go get another one-shot. Highforge, Dragon Soul. And that's match. I probably should have done Dragon Soul first, since it wouldn't have survived the hit, but oh well. It wasn't smart enough to go for it. What is the best way to get all of the Apocalypse? There isn't really one. The All Apocalypse team is still technically the hardest team in the entire game to build. That hasn't really changed. Building any All Apocalypse team, particularly building an All Apocalypse team with the craftable one, is basically the most expensive team you can have in the game. It's not the most strongest team in the game by a long shot. But yeah, every single kingdom within the Apocalypse is actually really, really hard to get. The main reason for this is there's never a kingdom event that they come in. So you're never able to get them via event keys or any other method. You have to randomly get them off of either glory key drops, gold key drops, VIP key drops, or guild key drops. They're 100% completely random. And in the case of Xenos, he's not even in the drop hole. The only way you can even obtain him is via the Soul Forge. But yeah, that's basically the only way to really obtain these, all 5 of these easily. And Xenos, that's the only way you can even get them, is basically the Soul Forge. They're not really that obtainable by any other means, due to how rare they are, given that they're mythics. Though we do have multiple copies of like all of them, but that's mainly because these were the first four mythics that ever came out. War was first, Famine was second. I forget which one was third now. I think Plague was third and Death was fourth? Or was it the other way around? I think Death was third and Plague was fourth. I actually forget. I know it was War first, Famine second. They were the first 4 mythics that were ever introduced to the game. So that's why I have quite a few copies of them and somehow have 8 plagues. But, yeah. These days, they're pretty hard to get since there's obviously like almost 20 mythics in their drop pool now. Actually, how many mythics are there these days? But it's quite a bit, a lot. So the fact that you would even... It's rare enough that you would even get a mythic. And you would have to, on a week that's not a specific mythic, you would only have a 1 in like 20 chance. Let me see, what is the exact chance? You would have a... If you happen to get a mythic, which is already a ridiculously low chance, there is a 1 in 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. There's a 1 in 22 chance you would specifically get one of the 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse. Well, I guess that's technically your 4 out of 22 then. So what does that round down to? That's a 2 out of 11. There's a 2 out of 11 chance that you would end up getting one of the Apocalypse, horsemen of the Apocalypse. A 1 out of 22 chance that you would get a specific one of one of the Apocalypse. Like a 1 out of 22 that you would get a Famine. Actually, that's the exact drop rate of every mythic in the game. 1 in 22 that you would specifically get that one. So very, very rare that you would specifically get it. Not only is it already like a fraction of a percent that you would even get a mythic in general. There's even once you get a mythic, it's only going to be 1 out of 22. That's the one you want. Or 1 out of 11. That'll be a... Oh wait, did I say 1 out of 11? Didn't I do that wrong? A 2 out of 11. That'll be a Apocalypse troop. But yeah, very rare is the bottom line. Very, very, very rare. Realistically, you never need to build the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Also, Famine is technically getting nerfed next patch. So there's almost nothing really left in Apocalypse that's even decent. As weird as it may seem, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Plague might be the most viable Horseman of the Apocalypse now, after all the changes they've been making. I never thought I'd ever say that, because War is very situational, and generally doesn't really get used in anything, and if you do, it's mainly just being used with Queen Yezebel or something similar to that concept. In regard to Death, they nerfed Death Mark way too much for it to ever be viable. In the case of Famine, they're nerfing Mana Drain to the point that he'll still be useful, but the situations where he will be useful are a lot more scarce. He's not something you can just randomly throw as your defend team against anything, or as your PvP team against anything. You'll actually have to use it situationally, instead of just throwing it at everything you see. And in regard to Plague, anything with Impervious always has that kind of base value that always makes it decent. And he's no different. Not only that, but he has really nice stat reduction. He basically has Kraken's ability, except instead of doing damage every time, it does a random stat, which is sometimes better, sometimes worse. Generally, Kraken's trait is better, but if you specifically needed to disable the enemy team for whatever reason, it does work better for that, of course. And other than that, he's the only troop that's really viable that uses disease. Every other thing in the game that uses disease is basically dead content, with him being the only exclusion. We can actually lose this if I'm not careful. This is like talking over the entire time, not even paying attention to the battle. I hate when I do that. Let's see, we'll go through that though. Luckily he's stunned, so we don't get the revive, guaranteed. Go get barrier. Wow, he just did that and didn't even get a single barrier because he missed them all. Oh, oops, I took that for an extra turn, but didn't extra turn because I fail. Fail, 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 fail. Fail, 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 fail. I think I actually lost because I failed so hard right there. Let's see. Let's go get full mana on this thing. He'll do whatever. Please don't kill us. Good. No, you extra turned. No. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, deep bore, you got this. No, we actually lost. Fail. Anyways, yeah, that seems not too bad. That was mainly just me being awful. That's just me being awful. There we go. Okay, let's go through this. Also, I like how when we did this earlier, I actually did lose with it when I was messing around with this. Let's go, and this is technically one of the quickest teams in the game. Let's see, should be able to get it too. Yeah, we got it. We got the loop. And now we just auto-win at this point. And ideally it would do that every time. Normally it does, but sometimes it likes to be mean. Also, goblins just sometimes like to infinitely loop. That's also a thing. So he'll do his thing. He's actually using a really weird composition of goblins right now. He doesn't really have as good of a loop potential. And a smash. And it goes. Come on, let me cast. What's your all-time favorite troop? Oh, Dragon Soul, for sure. Dragon Soul. Let's see. What are, like, some of my absolute favorites? Dragon Soul, Tesla. I really like the art for Bonnie Rose. Let's see. What other ones? Guard's Avatar was quite a bit of fun. I don't really use him as often these days, but he is still one of my favorite mythics. Of course, Elamagrim was amazing and a lot of fun to use. Infernus is pretty nice, though I'm pretty sure he's getting nerfed. Though even after he gets nerfed, he's still going to be viable. Because they're only going to nerf his damage slightly. They buffed him overly, and now they're just going to take back some of that buff that they did, I believe, next patch. It's not going to make him any less used. It's just going to make him slightly less overpowered. Because he does a pretty substantial amount of damage at the moment. I don't know, it's kind of hard just putting my finger on just one. I know the next troop coming up that I'm going to like quite a bit is the new legend in the New Kingdom, the new dragon legend. I'm going to enjoy that one a lot. Okay, he is Famine. I think we just auto-lost because Famine. Hello, Famine. I can't wait till we have a counter for you next patch. We'll go move that over. What's even the game plan at this point? Is there a backup plan? Not really. Once you get drained like that, it's kind of just instant lose. Oh, go try getting it up. No, we had a chance. What are you doing, Scion? What are you doing? We had a chance. It was such an easy chance. Okay, let me use something that has anti... Actually, do I even have anything set up that has anti-Scion first slot? I don't believe I do. Nothing specifically for it. I guess I could go the... oh, I don't have it set up anymore. The Great Maul team. So let me go get that. Let's see. We need... Great Maul. Make Maul great again. Mercy. Get that in there. Get a Inferno King. Oops, I keep saying or accidentally putting Infernus sometimes as well. And a Shegra. And that we go double yellow. Also, I don't know what color banner the New Kingdom is. I'm pretty sure we actually do know that information, though. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. The banner apparently is a minus blue with green and purple. What we don't know is it +2 green +1 purple, or is it +2 purple +1 green? Based on what currently exists, I assume it's +2 green +1 purple, though I cannot confirm. Though if that is, that's actually going to be ridiculously good with the new legend that's coming out. So that probably is the case. +2 green +1 purple, -1 blue. That's actually going to be really decent. That is the right coloration, right? I believe so. He does a blue to green convert, I'm almost guaranteed. Deal 5 plus, magic plus 5 damage to a random enemy. Transforms all blue to green, yes. So if it's a +2 green, +1 purple, that's going to be absolutely amazing. Hopefully it is. Yeah, the new legend's going to be a lot of fun. That is for sure. Rhinax? No Rhinax. Wait, is there a $50 bundle that actually has Xenos in it? Interesting. I don't think that counts for the achievement, though, does it? It might, because I think for the achievement you only need to obtain him. Well, that's one easy way of obtaining him. I didn't even notice that he's in one of the bundles. Is he actually in one right now? I never even paid attention to that. I normally don't look at the bundles at all, ever. Oh, come on. I made this team to counter you. And you already have your thing. Actually, it's only a partial counter. The whole reason why it kind of counters it is not really actually a counter. But I like using it in trying to make it counter. Because once we get the cast on it, it can no longer lose mana. Which is nice. Okay, so we'll do that real quick. Trying to get him to drop us colors that we need, but he's not doing it. So I guess we just go take the yellow. Come on, I need blue and green. There we go, green. Now we just need alignment, and we'll be good to go. Will he give it to us? I think I wait and hope he gives it to us, and then we go from there. And he tries taking something that'll be safe. Well, I guess that's this red, or this blue. But I don't need the blue, so I'll take the red. Go clear out the board. He has Scion. He did not extra turn, though, luckily. And we do have Mercy alignment, so that's good. So we'll go get this. Please be full mana. Finally. Okay, so now we go get rid of Dawnbringer or Infernus. It looked like Impervious for a second. Actually, it's the icon for Impervious, isn't it? Though it's not actually Impervious, so that's good. We'll go kill him out, just so he doesn't have Barrier. And now we move that over. Scion just dies, and now we just kill it out with everything. Inferno King. Oh, oops, I forgot. He has Gorgolfa, though it barely even matters. Look at that. 75% skull resistance. Oh, come on, we missed. At 75% skull resistance, and it goes down like it doesn't even have any. Oh, I could have taken a skull there for free. Fail. Not that one, but the, if I swiped it the other direction, I could have gotten it. Infernus into a skull would be great, or anything. No, but I'm still going to throw it, because I get the split damage to kill it. Oh, come on, he extra turned it. Is what I didn't want him to do, but we'll take that, and down he goes. Well, that could have gone a lot smoother, but there we go. Hello, I'm Ree. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I guess we'll try it again. Round 2. Let's see how it does against this Scion. Okay, Mercy, go. Do your thing. And take the other yellow. There we go. And that's exactly what we need. Go get rid of Famine, because Famine... Get an Inferno King down. Never mind. Maybe. Wait. No. Yeah, we don't throw one down. Not yet. Move that over. Now do we throw it? No. Still horrible. Move that over then. Still? Yeah, it's still not aligned. That is unfortunate, so we'll go move that over. Still not aligned. Getting pretty unlucky with it. I guess we could technically throw it, but... Nope, not really. Yeah, I don't think I need to bother. Let's take another skull. Mercy. Hey, there we go, Mercy. We'll do that. That doesn't help us, though, does it? Nope. Doesn't even help us with the alignment. I'm still going for it. I don't even care at this point. We'll go get that. Shagra, dead. Doesn't matter if we give him a bunch of stuff, he's barely going to get any value out of it compared to what we could do. So, yeah, that's the biggest issue with the team sometimes. Since it has single converts that aren't really that aimable, you have to get really weird. It's really weird and clunky sometimes. Can you try Jezebel, Valkyrie, War, and Abby? Sure, I can go try that real quick. We'll go do that right after this battle here. He has Mercy. I can actually use that to my advantage. We'll take that. He'll use Mercy. It doesn't actually give us anything, though, does it? I was kind of hoping that would, but the previous move I did kind of... Actually, I don't even know if I moved anything out of place, but probably did. Most likely. I'll take a yellow, because there's everywhere. All the yellows. And there's full yellow. And look at that Draculus. He's such a threat. Not at all. And now he has no team whatsoever. Now we have alignment. Super dead. Super dead. Super ultra dead. And there we go. All the skulls. Okay, let's go do the team that you just mentioned. It is Jezebel, Valkyrie, War, and Abby. So let's go get all that into place. So, War. Oh yeah, Endless Conflict. Yep, it would help if I spell endless correctly. Endless Conflict. What else do we need? Abby. For those extra stats per turn. The Valkyrie for the mana generation. And the Jezebel for the Jezebeling. The Yes Queen. Where'd she go? Let me just type in Queen Yes. That would be the easiest thing. Queen Yes. And I guess just a red yellow would be fine. Where are you, red yellow? You're all the way to the left, aren't you? Yep. And we're good to go. You'd like to make 2 teams based around green slime for invading and another one for defend team. What are my suggestions? Generally, green slime doesn't really get used much. If you do use it, it's mostly a first slot, and you try gaining attack gains on it. Has a really high base HP, which is nice. Though in most instances, it's better just to use Giant Spider due to its better control that it has over its ability. The biggest issue you'll come around with a lot on the... is that enough damage? Yeah, it is. The biggest issue you'll come around to a lot on the green slime is that it will miss quite often. And whenever it does, you're going to be giving the enemy a lot of purple. And purple's generally a pretty decent color. So giving it to the enemy would not be good. Yeah, I normally wouldn't really advise using green slime at all. It's not enough damage. No, it is not. But we'll be able to poke into it if we want to. So that will be what we do. We'll do that. Kill him out with this. Oh, he's going to get a summon there. Unless we can do something quick. Oh, better do something quick. No, that's not going to be enough damage. Even if we take a poke or something. We'll get rid of yellow here. Nope, no extra turn. Oh, it didn't go for the thing, though. But we don't have enough damage either, so yeah. Not good. We'll go buff up the war. That brings us to one-shot range. No. Okay. Slow motion, no. We'll go take the yellow. Get a Valkyrie down. He does whatever. Let me go grab that. Need that war poke. Still not enough damage, is it? That's unfortunate. I guess we throw this on... Well, one more turn he'll die, or he'll be low enough by burn. So we can hopefully get a Valkyrie on it next turn to go kill it out. So let's kill this out so he doesn't get any more summon. We'll go get this because we need the mana. Get the Amnesia for the summon. And hopefully extra turn it. I didn't extra turn it, but got everything in place where we need it. 5 HP, that should die to something randomly. Kill that out. Get a Valkyrie down on something. War. Where's your full mana? Take that down. And is there nowhere else we can go move? Nope. We'll go take the purple there. But that worked out perfectly. A little random skull out of nowhere. And we just needed anything really just to kill it out with. War will work if you actually get full mana. But you know, never mind. War's not enough damage now, or is it? No. It is 1 damage off. Is it? Wait, is it really 1 damage off exactly? I think it is. Luckily, this will close the gap. But we'll do that. Can't we get enough for red? Move that, move that. Oh yeah, we can, never mind. And down it goes. Well, that was interesting. It seems pretty safe. Is that actually pure color at all? No, it's not pure blue. For a second I thought that was pure blue. I was like, oh, that could actually work for Blue Guild War. But no, I don't think I would bother with this in PvP. If it was pure color, I'd be a little bit more understanding for it. But, I don't know. I just don't feel like we can get war up good enough with just that. We need a good frontline tank normally to make it work. Yeah, it kind of works. I've never been a big fan of war teams to begin with anyways. That's my biggest problem. They made a weird nerf to him a while back too, where they got rid of his 2 times against burning. If they never got rid of that, he'd still be a pretty overused troop. He's pretty popular when he first came out, but that was also because Skull Spam was pretty popular too at the time. So that was another thing contributing to it. But his traits used to be so much better. These days, they're kind of... you kind of have to use them like that, where you use them as a caster. You don't really have a choice. Because before, you could use him as like a frontline skull really well. He was the best frontline skull in the game, but then they nerfed him, and they were like, nope, not anymore. He wasn't even that overpowered as a frontline skull either. I think their biggest concern with it was he was one-shotting everything too easily. Because anything that didn't have immune to burning, he basically had the capability of one-shotting 50% of the time. Oh, he just got the revive. That's not good. He might even get the other one if we can't stop it. And he just stopped us from getting the mana we need. That's not good. We'll go for a Grigolfa. Hopefully get our cast down. Furnace go. 3 HP, of course. And get that down. Get our explosion, and it should be good from there. So let me go hand out the first redeem code. Haven't even given out yet. Alright, we'll go through the Infernus here. Get that rolling. I don't even need to take the other thing. He better not revive. Good. You'd like Abrath, Valkyrie, Isabel, and Umberwolf? I've never actually tried that. We can go give it a shot. I don't see why not. Hopefully the endless goblins don't go crazy. Let me go get that team into place, and then we'll go hand out the first redeem code, and then we'll have another one later on. Also, I didn't even realize, I still have my Facebook below me, don't I? I like almost never even check Facebook. I don't think I've posted on it for like 3 weeks now. I originally made it just because a lot of people were requesting that I have like some kind of social media. Though, it doesn't really help the fact that I don't really use it at all. Or barely. Oh no, I've never been big on social media at all. What am I doing? I'm like trying to build 2 different people's teams at the exact same time. Fail. Valkyrie, Isabel. I almost put the wrong troop in there. And Umberwolf. Oh yeah, I forgot. You need to type in... let me just type in Wolf. That's like the easiest way to bring it up. Wait, why does Umberwolf come before... Oh wait, never mind. Wait, all the things with Wolf in their name have such a high alphabetical order. I guess because they all begin with W for the most part. Almost all of them. There's Warg, there's Werewolf, Winterwolf, and then Wolf Knights. Even the Winterwolf has it. Only the Dire Wolf. Oh, I guess both of those two are the only wolves that don't have it. Anyways, it's kind of irrelevant. Let me go and... oh, we don't have brown, so we can actually switch into the better banner here. The +2 red, +1 yellow for the Valkyrie. Get her band up even quicker. And let's go give this a shot. Oi. Oh, I meant to go give a code right there. I'll go do it right after this battle. Me positioning myself in cheer distracted me. I'll go get it right after this. Valkyrie, where do you go? Do you have anywheres to go? Not really. So I guess we take our turn for Abrath. And get him to clear out the board, because this board is not really doing much for us. So buy board. Nice random extra turn. Get rid of yellow, even though it's one of the colors we need, but it will. Oh yeah, you can actually get a higher chance of extra turn too because of Umberwolf. I didn't think about that. Interesting. Yeah, I've never actually tried using Abrath with a storm, I don't believe. This is the first time we're bothering to do it. Nice. Another extra turn. Yeah, it must extra turn quite a bit, actually. Not too bad. Anyways, let me just get rid of purple. They're gonna get displaced anyways. Or replaced, I mean. We'll go do this again. Hopefully get reds or something. Nice. We've extra turned, I think, every single time we've casted them so far. Wow. And now we're up to one-shot range as well. Oh, I wanted that. No. No. Goblins. Come on. We did so much. And you're about to infinitely loop us now. That's not good. It's even going to get a summon. And I don't think I have a way to stopping it. Nope. I don't have a way of stopping it. This is not looking good. Well, we can one-shot him. We can one-shot everything. Hopefully we get a yellow drop. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Let me go throw this Valkyrie down on something that's not red if we can. Would be great. Something not red that's extra turn. which is nothing. So I guess red it is. So now we can finally go cast that, which we haven't been able to do this entire time. So we'll go get that down. Do we do it first or after? I think I actually do it after in this instance. We'll do that. Wow, every single time. I don't think it's missed a single time. That is really lucky. Okay, we'll go move that down, and that's match, just for fun. Can we get it again? Every single time he has landed it. Wow. Also, he has 300 attack, exactly. Let's go try that again. But before I do, let me go give out the code. Oh, against Goblin Team again, too. Okay, let me go find where on earth the code is buried. Actually, it's not buried. It's right here. Okay, which one should we go for? I end up skipping that one code because I'll give that out on Monday when it's more applicable. Let's just go give the random codes out, like this one. And then we'll have another one later on. Also, I need to go ask them for more codes because we're about to run out on Monday, most likely. Because I might give out multiple on Monday just because it's a pretty special event of so much stuff coming out. Where's the thingy? Put that there. Put that there. Copy, paste, boom. Redeem code, invite code. I'm not a robot code. Redeem, and success. Okay, so let me go put this below me. Let me go put it into chat, and we'll be good to go. So first things first, below me, put that there. Boom, 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 boom. Center it a little. Oops, that's not how you center it. There you go, close enough. So there's the code, and let me go get into chat so you guys can just copy and paste it. Would be a lot easier. And there you guys go, boom and boom. So there's the code you use on gemsofall.com underneath the game code section, or just click that link. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings, whatever your game says right there. It only works on PC and mobile versions of the game, so do keep that in mind. But if you are on PC mobile, definitely make sure to claim it. It gives the, and then you just put in the redeem code and click that you're not a robot. And it gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And you most likely want to save that gem key for next Friday, for when the new Mythic comes out. Let's see, do we get anything out of this? Bone Naga, we already have plenty of those. That's mainly only used with a reality summon, so you never actually need to put that into a team. Wow, we've gained so little souls. We're only at a 711,000. I'm not quite sure what they're adding next patch, but I do want to make sure I have at least 1 million just in case. That I do definitely want to make sure I do. So that shouldn't be too long though. If I just diligently farm all day one day, try to gain souls, we'd be able to do that all at once. Okay, anyways. Let's go take Valkyrie up. See if we can go and do this. Where to move? Concerned of what his Siren will do. I guess we poke. Okay, that didn't do too much, so that's fine. We'll go and drop this. Double yellow, but I'm gonna try Surge, and we do indeed land it. What happened to all the blue on this board? I kind of need blue. That'd be helpful. Where to move? I'm gonna try keeping it on the top. And you know what? We're actually gonna move it over. We'll get double purple there. Higher chance because of the storm. And red into brown. Does that really help us at all? We don't even use brown, so we do need the red. Valkyrie, why do you still not have alignment? Go take the purple. He'll go full heal. Full heal, go. Please don't miss. Of course, the one time I need it not to miss, it misses. That's not looking good. Go move that. Oops, not that way. Take that. Valkyrie onto the brown. Skull Poke would be 2 damage off. Do I try Aberrath? Answer is yes. Problem is, it's about to die. Don't you dare hit full AoE. Good. Problem is, it's looping endlessly. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Goblins. Yeah, that's goblins. Let's see. I'll go and just mess around with something else. Yeah, the codes are only for 1 gem key. They do not generally give out many resources within the codes, mainly because they give them out for free, just out of generosity. Hello, Necursor. Welcome. The codes are mainly just something extra that we give out just for people that happen to watch. It's not really something that's made to be just to watch, just to get the code. I'm hoping that most people are just here for the information and just to have a good time. Let's see. We'll go. And if you guys do have any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. I went over all of the troops that are coming out on Monday, all 9 of them at the beginning of the stream. I'm not going to keep going over it just because it takes quite a bit of time. It took us like 15 minutes to go over all of them the first time. So if you're interested in them, I think at like the 10-minute mark in the stream, we ended up going over all of them. And of course, once they come out on Monday, we'll be actually testing them and doing everything with them. Yeah, I know. If you actually play the maps, you would technically get more gem keys too. Good points. Barely anyone actually plays the maps though. Well, I guess newer players do. I know most higher level players won't even touch them though. They're mainly just there kind of for fun, the maps. Really wish they would give another way to use maps though. There are very, very few instances where you have to bother with ever spending maps. Like, the only place you ever use them is the treasure hunt minigame. But there's such a surplus of them. Even people that do play maps generally have more maps than they'll ever need, at least later in the game anyways. Because it's almost impossible to play enough maps that you would be able to deplete all of them, because you gain them at such a high rate. So we'll go do that. And down them go. Just got in the guild, and it's hard to do the gold minimums. You'll manage to do it next week. Is that okay? Yeah, that should be fine. It does become a little bit easier over time, because once you get a little bit more resources, you can farm quicker and stuff like that. I think during one stream, we almost reach our own minimum normally, because of how much gold we're capable of gaining. Wait, did you actually finish every single one of yours? Wow. I thought you were joking when you said it a while ago, but I guess you did. That is a lot of maps to have done. I think you're one of the few people that actually managed to do it. You had like 5,000 plus though too. Or didn't you almost reach 10,000, or did you end up reaching 10,000? That was a lot of maps. I know that it's possible to do several hundred a day, but you'd obviously have to do that for quite a long time. Let's see. Actually, you can almost probably do 1,000 per day if you were to play a lot, because it's about, you can technically use 1 map per minute if you rush through them very, very quickly. That'd be about 60 per hour, approximately 50 to 60 per hour. So if you rush through them super, super quick and then go from there, that would be technically, if you were playing like 10 hours a day, that would be about 500 to 600 maps per day, approximately. So with that being said, I technically could go through all my maps in like a week if I was to play for like 10 hours a day. Just maps, nothing else. That would definitely never happen though. Never. Week-long stream, maps only, go. No. I did say a while ago though, which I never actually did, like a long, long while back, and I never ended up doing it. I said I would do eventually would do like a stream where all we would do for the entire stream for like 8 hours straight or something would be just maps. I don't know if we're ever going to get around to that. But, I don't know, maybe we will. I don't even know if there would really be much of an interest in that, because maps are more fun to play than watch. What do we even move here? Go and try getting the last of our mana. He's gonna Scion us though. There's not a single thing we can do about it because Scion. Not until next patch. Don't you worry, Scion. We will counter you so hard once we finally get the mana shield or mana drain protection. That's actually the best feature. That is low-key the best feature coming in next patch, is just mana drain protection. It doesn't even matter what the new features are. We just need mana drain protection. I'd be perfectly happy with just that. Okay. Of course, there goes Scion trying to drain us again. Actually, he did. He stole 10 mana. Okay, we have Furnace. Can actually do something, or at least a little something. I need to get Famine up, though, to have any chance of not dying against his Famine. Alright, we'll move that over. Move that over. What else do we need to move around? I wonder if they'll ever make it that if a troop has 0 magic, that they would have, they would not be able to cast their ability at all. That'd be kind of cool, though I don't think they're ever going to do it. The main reason being is that would basically make Web like a silence. Also, it would make too many stat reducers slightly too good, like Plague and Azura, which are already pretty decent. But, I don't know, it just seems weird. It always seems weird to me that you can reduce a troop's attack down to 0, yet it's completely incapable of doing anything with skulls. But if you reduce a troop's magic to 0, it generally has very little effect on what they can actually do. Some troops more than others. Of course, something like a, let's say a Dragon Soul. No, Dragon Soul is a bad example. Let's say a Behemoth. A Behemoth basically does all of its damage based on its magic and then only gets 10 destroy. So a good majority of his ability is indeed from his magic and would be almost disabled from having it at 0. But then there's other troops that have like almost no downside whatsoever. Like Famine, he'll at minimum, he'll only do 19 less damage on his ability. That's it. It's very, very minuscule, the amount of less. He'll still get a full mana drain on all enemies, still a 2x boost ratio, and still going to do a really high amount of damage. Same as in Furnace and such. You can reduce his damage by quite a bit, but he's still going to be doing at least that base damage of 10. He's going to get the 5 explosions still, and all that. Azura still gets all of her explosions, still gets to dispel, even at 0 magic. Gorgolfa is one that actually does get disabled pretty well. At no magic, he basically only does 3 explosions, but he still gets to do something, and he still gets to cleanse. He'll just take the skull there. We'll go and... what do we even rush on this team at this point? We have 0 mana on Gorgolfa and Azura. Like the 2 things we need to get mana first. I guess we'll try Azura. If only we could find the last little bit she needs. It is nowhere to be found, so we'll just go move that. Gorgolfa is basically useless as 0 mana. Yeah, there are several that are. Actually, a good majority of them kind of are, but there's a lot of them that aren't as well. Whereas with attack, it's always the same, where regardless of what you disable on attack, it will be disabled from being able to do skulls. Okay, we'll go throw an Infernus down. I'll have the... Oh, he famined before our famine. On the 1 turn before famine. I think we just lost. That happens sometimes. The famine wars. Which famine shall win? Yeah, I think we lose at this point. He has way too much mana generation to outpace him. I can grab that. What else we need to move around? Yeah, we'll take that. Come on, Gorgolfa, you got this. You somehow need to get full mana right now into an extra turn, into another extra turn full mana. Actually, that is possible if we get double red. It's not double red. Oh, he didn't take it. Please, extra turn, go. That's not an extra turn, and we're dead. Next match. Rip. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Okay. Let me go get the... What should we do for a single target here? I guess we go the Fair Shra team. Would be okay for this. I need something that can kill out Plague quickly. And once we kill out Plague, we ought to win, pretty much. Because that's the only real threat on the enemy team. Move that over, get our manas. Try getting Dragon Soul to full mana. Take that. See if we can get one other little poke somewheres. And just go from there. Throw to Dragon Soul. We'll go and get ourselves the World Breaker. Throw a little poke. That will almost kill it out. And then we can kind of just keep rolling from there. Get the World Breaker. Clear out everything. Get a Dragon Soul. And yep, it's pretty much match. Don't really have much else to move around here. Need to clear the board just so we can get a recast. It gives us another World Breaker. And that's pretty much match against it. Yeah, this one cleans up single targets pretty well, since we have, of course, Fair Shra for that. And then we end up getting max souls and a bunch of extra souls on top of that, which is nice. 275 per battle is definitely a decent amount of souls for winning the battle at the exact same speed. And let's go do this again. I guess we'll go focus Scion this time because Scion. Are you in doubt of what to target? Target the Scion. But yeah, it's gonna be weird not seeing Scion anymore. Starting next patch, it basically doesn't exist anymore. It'll be weird. It'll go from being this weird troop that gets used in almost every team to not existing at all. It's gonna be such a drastic change. Even though it's not being touched at all. It's always funny when that does happen, though. When a troop just completely goes from being completely viable to useless. without it even being touched, simply because other counters get introduced to the game. They end up doing that a lot. Alright, we'll throw that down. Please hit a skull. Oh, wait, he didn't do it. Why? That's weird. Okay. Well, I'll take it then. I don't even care if he gets a bunch of purple. I need it dead. Oh, he's gonna get amnesia. Well, that's the only downside of giving him a bunch of purple there, is now he gets to do that. And I don't have a mana drain, nor a single target to go kill that out with at the moment. So there it goes, doing that. And we do have a single target now, so we'll go for that one, get our kill. Of course it revives. Why wouldn't it? We'll go for the World Breaker, get our kills. And now I just need this to not revive, would be great. There we go, and down it goes. No problem, Mario. And you were playing around maps, but but not in the event week, because it ain't fun then. Wait, why is it not fun in the event week? That's normally the time I actually do end up doing it, is when it's for the event week where you get the gems from it. Actually, what was this event week? I think it was just Kill Daemons, wasn't it? I think we already did that ages ago. Let me double check. That's not where it is. If we go under event, go under events. 324. Yep, we already did that a while ago. Yeah, that's such a good player treasure map. We haven't for a while. Oh wait, how many do we have? I meant to go check that while I was there too. But oh well, we'll go do that after. Alright, already pretty bad at the map so far. That's a little bit better. Stop giving such big cascades. That's actually a bad thing, not good. The main reason being is we're taking way too many extra turns that we could be taking for actual extra turn stats over there. Normally, you want when you're first starting off a map, you want to get as many of those as possible, particularly 5 times. Is the main thing you want to be aiming for everywhere. Yeah, the beginning of the map always has a lot of really huge cascades because there's so many small resources on the board, since you haven't congested any of them yet, or condensed any of them. Okay, random extra turn there. Take that one 5 times. Lucky. Take that one over. This one, the board's actually getting pretty cleared at the bottom here. Normally I don't do that as well, but this time around we're getting a pretty lucky cycle and actually getting them all away from the bottom for the most part. There's still going to be a few here and there, like these little bronze here. I don't think I'm going to have any way to get rid of these decently, unfortunately. Not much I'm going to be able to do about that. I'll move that over. Oh, that's not how I meant to take that, but luckily a 5 times was sitting there with everything else. So far, so okay. I'm going to need to keep these bronze somewhat down here just so we can go use them. As I say that, I kind of just undid what I just said. Oh, and that I accidentally converted. That was supposed to not convert, so I could actually take those. Actually, let me go take it right here. Oh, now I can't, though, because of the other one. I don't know if that was actually worth taking, but oh well. Go for that. Take the 5 times. Get our extra turn. Move that over. And now I'll have to deal with that coin next to that coin. Keep these things next to each other. I might as well condense them, actually. And then just convert them into 1. Move that over. What else do we have? Take that 5 times. Move that. Another 5 times. I think we could take something over there. Feels like there's another 5 times ready to happen here. Let me go move that down. Oh, yep, we got it. Nice. Go move that one. Take that. Nothing else to really move. Oh, you know what? We'll go condense that coin so it's not congested back here. Biggest issue there is I don't really have anything to move right there. I want to save this for when the board's more congested, but I think I am going to go for it now, actually. Let's save it. Let's use it now. Let's save it by using it now. Okay, we'll go move that over. Take that to the side. That'll cascade the other one. I need to try getting a bag to lower that if I can. Would be a little bit more convenient. I'll move that over. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to take it like that. Fail. Never mind. Oh, that's not good. Oh, never mind. We got a good cascade out of it at least. Go take that. We can get a bag right there. Don't want it yet, though. I also don't want those, oh, I should have taken the bag there. Oh, well, we can take it that way. Fail. But oh well. Green chests. Another red chest, right? Actually might be able to get double vault on this one. Casual double vaults. No, actually double vault isn't really too hard. If you were to play treasure hunt for a couple hours, you'd pretty much be able to get it by the end of those couple hours. I just normally never played for a couple hours, which is why I very rarely ever get double or triple vault or anything like that. I can move that over. Move that one up. Move the other one. Take that so we can take an extra turn to follow. Oh, I could have taken the top one first and then done it for 4 times, but luckily that one's right there. So that actually does work out. Never mind. Perfectly fine. Move that, move that. So far, so okay. We'll move that one over. Take that one down. I need to do something about these bronze coins. I kind of want to move them down so we can get rid of that one. I think that one's just going to have to stay there, though. So move that. Take that one. Get our gold. Can do something with this bronze again. Unfortunately, they're in a weird position, so I can't take them all, or any of them for that matter. I'll go move that just to get the green chest, and that will give us a red, and that gives us our first vault, actually. If we go and choose to claim it, and I believe I will. We'll go move that. And yeah, I think I'm claiming it now. There's our vault. We can also go and get rid of these silver coins, which is nice, and bring that vault all the way to the bottom. So one vault down. Yeah, I think we just double vaulted again. And that's always funny. It's like, let's go do a map, double vault casually. No. I think every 20th map, maybe not that much. I think every 10th map I do, if I'm playing them legitimately, like we are right now, will be a double vault or more. I don't know what we should do from here, though. Is the biggest issue. We're running very low on turns if I do want to try getting a double vault. Obviously, we have no particular need to actually do that, but I did kind of want to do it if we could. We're close over here. The problem is there's not enough extra turns off the top at this point. There's a lot of bronze coins kind of messing us up right over here, too. Okay, we'll try that. Oh, good. Very lucky extra turn right there. Might still be in it, barely. Very barely. We'll go move that. Move that over. Keep our turn preserved. Nice extra turn there. Keep our turn preserved again. Preserve again. Okay, making some progress here. We'll take that one, sure, why not? Oh, another green chest. Unfortunately, it's in such a weird position that I can't really use it. Go move that down, just so we get that over there. Oh, it's very lucky right there, nice. Take that down. And that's not going to be big enough. What do we even move here? I do not know. We don't really have anywhere to do that. Hello, Vlad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to figure out this map. We have 7 turns left. We actually have a decent amount of turns left. We need 2 more green chests over here if we wanted to go do that now. We're going to get another one over here most likely too. The problem is they're so far away from each other. I hate when I do that. There's no way to really get those easily to the other side either. I'm so tempted just to move this over. Okay, so we did that. Doesn't really help us at all, but I felt the need to do it. Problem is, like, where would I put this chest where it would actually be useful? There isn't really anywheres. I can have a double bronze coin next to each other. The biggest issue with that is I have nowheres to actually put them together. But you know what? Maybe I will. I'll put that down. Oh no, but I can't lower it. Never mind. Okay, that's really bad then. I made it even worse. Fail. Yeah, that's not good. That is definitely not good. We'll go move that over. That'll give us a chest over here so we can get another green chest down. The problem with that is we're going to waste too many turns trying to do what I want to do right there. So it's not going to be worth it. Oh yeah, we can't move that. It's like, let's go move that. No, that doesn't work. I wish that did though. Actually, having the vault in 1 of the 2 corners would be very useful. We'll go move that, I guess. Right there. Yeah, there's no way we're going to make it at this point. No, we're so close. If only those 3 were right next to each other. But yeah, there's no way of making it at this point. We'll go move that. Go try moving this down or something. Nope, didn't get any lucky cascade or anything. I guess we could go for a line here and hope we get lucky off of some kind of drop. Nope, no luck. Okay, well, we got 1 vault. So we still will get some glory keys, event keys, and... Or not event keys, but glory and gems. Actually, I think we just got 6 glories off of that vault. Let's see. But look at how pitiful that gold is. Oh no, we actually got 6 or 8 of them. I guess we got 2 off of something else. Yeah, some of these resources look so pitiful sometimes because it goes into other stuff instead. That time it looks like it went mostly into glory and keys, apparently. But yeah, look, that gold is pitiful. That souls is pitiful. The glory key amount is decent. That gem is somewhat pitiful. And, well, at least we get a decent amount of trait stones, and the glory's at least decent as well. It's mainly the key drops, the gem drops, the glory, and the trait stones are the only really decent aspect of treasure hunt. The gold and souls are always ridiculously low. The amount of time that it takes you to get those resources in treasure hunt, you can get like 5 to 10 times that much, maybe even like 20 times in like PvP or actual soul farming. It is very, very slow relative to them. Okay. Well, that map could have gotten a little bit better, but it was okay. It's always a nice break between stuff, though. It's such a weird, different pacing compared to the normalness of what you would do in the game. Really curious if they're ever going to add another mini game kind of like it. Puzzle Quest 1 and 2 had a lot of like really small stuff, kind of like Treasure Hunt. Actually, Puzzle Quest 2 had something that pretty much is Treasure Hunt, like almost an exact copy of it. They pretty much just took it over from it. There's several changes to it, but the general premise of it is something very similar to something already in Puzzle Quest 2. Let's see. Let's see. You missed all about the new troops. Oh, we mentioned it all at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, we mentioned the whole thing at the beginning of the stream. Someone else also posted a link. Whenever I post it, though, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to go to the correct location, which is why I went over it to begin with. I don't know why it does that. Let's see. We'll go and move that over. Let's get ourselves the World Breaker. Hey, you like eating alone, hearing other people chew disturbs you? I never thought about it like that, but I guess. We'll go throw that down. See if we get another poke. There's all the damage. And that's match, or should be. Down it goes. Perfect. Let's see. You tend to play yours in the waiting rooms or in restaurants? Yeah, I never play mine on mobile, so I'm always at the computer, which is another reason why I don't play Treasure Hunt that often. Yeah, they were pretty relaxing. But, I don't think I missed anything else. But yeah, if anyone else still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll definitely make sure to go over them. Yeah, most of my family's in New Jersey, so it's kind of hard for me to see them too. Which is actually why what I was doing when I was earlier this month, when I ended up going on like that 2-week vacation. Or it was supposed to be only a week, but it kind of turned into 2 weeks because of the flight cancellation. There was a winter storm that came up the East Coast United States, and I ended up getting caught like right out in it. So unfortunately, all the flights got canceled. Flight got canceled once, then the flight got canceled again. Then I had to go rebook it myself, and then eventually got back. Didn't actually charge me any extra though, luckily. But it was a really big hassle. Okay, and we just killed out. And down it goes. Gain our full souls. Gain our 275. Keep pinching towards the 1 million goal. We will reach it eventually. I don't recall the last time I've even had 1 million souls. It's been a very long time, that is for sure. Technically, I would have about 3 million if I would, disenchant all my stuff. But we will never disenchant them all. That is never going to happen. Or I hope it never happens. Unless I accidentally misclick it. They're going to make a change to one of the patches one day. And I'm going to click the button. And it's going to automatically disenchant all my stuff. I can almost confirm that's going to happen. I'll like fake pretend to click the button and then accidentally actually click the button. It will happen eventually. You can't stop hitting us so we don't get hit. Stop hitting us so we don't get hit. That makes sense. Actually does make sense, but... okay. Let's see. Now that you have more or 4 of a base mythic, yeah. That was another reason why I didn't want to do it either. I would lose my 4 extra plague copies. I think I have the most plagues of anyone in the entire game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But, wow. He almost just won. But, actually, he would have if that didn't have Mana Shield. Oh, and it won't have mana shield starting next patch. No! I didn't realize that. Even though they're nerfing that because of what's its name? Because of mana drain getting added. Dragon Soul is going to be bad against Queen Mab starting next patch. I didn't think about it like that. I only was thinking about it from the mana drain perspective. But yeah, he will no longer have this trait, so that also means he's bad against Queen Mab. Unless they give it Impervious, which I highly, highly doubt they're going to give it Impervious. That would be very highly, extremely unlikely for them to do. Though that would be pretty funny if they did do that. But that's almost guaranteed something they will not do. We'll go take that. They're definitely changing that trait to something else. We just don't know what it is. It'll probably be like Dragon Bond or something to give like all dragons 2 HP. It'd be thematic already with his huge, which is even more HP. It's gonna be something useless tier like that, most likely. Alright, we'll get a Dragon Soul down. And he doesn't take that because he can't. Move that, move that. Take the explosion. Oh no, I just made the screen smaller. I should go fix that. I hate when I do that. It's not by much, but it is a little bit of a hassle. Now both of the dimensions are wrong. Before, when it was only 1 pixel off, I don't mind. But when I accidentally ruined both the sides, it's really bad. It's because of the screen. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that, so you can't automatically scroll it. I know there's a program that you can sometimes like launch applications in that will make it so you can't. But there's like an ability to resize the window, and sometimes it accidentally happens like that. I don't know if you can see me resizing it there. But let's see, what is our current dimensions? Yeah, they're both off. How do I fix this? I believe I'd go full screen, make the screen look all weird for a second by going into this. Click yes. I know the screen looks weird. Give me a second. And settings, graphics. Oops, moved it off to full screen. And get it back to what it should be. Apply, yes. And now it should be fixed. Confirm. And should be good to go. Okay. Dimensions should be 100% fixed now. Let me just make sure the stream looks normal. Yep, looks normal to me. And there we go. Okay. That doesn't take too long. Takes like half a minute. And now it's all fixed. Wait, is this my 1 trophy? Did I just click on my 1 trophy? Wait, let me look back on the repeat of the stream. What battle is this? Why on earth is that my battle? It looks that was my 3 trophy. It looks like something someone would use at level 1, or like right when you first start out in the game. It has the Luther and everything. Even as the Luther, as the Goblin, as like everything that you would have in like a. This would be like you just completed Broken Spire Kingdom, is what it has set up. It even has Crude Club and everything. It feels like we're level 20 all over again. I don't even think my level 70 sees teams like that anymore. I'll go throw the World Breaker. And get a Dragon Soul. World Breaker again. Maybe that's the team it used in early game and it never bothered replacing the slot and then accidentally set it as its defend. Because that's a level 1070. That's like a team you would barely even use at level 70, let alone 1070. How come there's no Mythic Human yet? I do not know. There has been a request for it. That actually was requested on one of their live streams that they did. I forget what their response was on it, but they did say yes, they are eventually going to have a human Mythic. The humans have always been pretty bad. The biggest issue that humans have in this game is the same issue that beasts kind of have in this game, in that no kingdom, or actually monsters, sorry, not beasts, that monsters have in this game, and that is that no kingdom really focuses on them heavily. I believe the highest amount of kingdom that has any amount of humans is Adana, and it's like 3, and they're all made to be used with mechs, not even with other humans, so it doesn't really work that well. Nowhere is really well concentrated with humans, but yeah, they did mention that they would eventually give one. I'm pretty sure it would be to like something like Adana if they ever were to give one out. I was assuming that they would do something more like a mech mythic for that kingdom though, but it may end up just doing a human mythic of some kind. I'm actually surprised they didn't make something like Tesla into a mythic, because her ability basically already is mythicified, or however you would describe that. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like what the kind of ability a mythic would have, except a mythic would probably have one additional extra thing that it would do on top of what it already does. It would probably also have a better final trait. Hey, we got a arcane. Nice. It was a pretty useless one, but hey, better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, it's a really hard one, because where would they really put it? Because if they put it in a Donna, that means they can't do a... Where would they put a mech, then? Where would they put a mech mythic if they do it for a Donna? That's the biggest issue with that. And if they don't put it in a Donna for the human mythic, where would they put it? There's almost no other kingdom that's, like, really human-related that they could fit it in. Golvania already has one, and it's already undead-focused. What other kingdoms normally have humans? Pride Lands would most likely have some kind of beast or Rakshin. Probably Rakshin. Mythic. What other ones were there that have even remotely any humans? Oh, Darkstone! Darkstone might actually get a human mythic. That's the one. That's probably the kingdom they would give it to, actually. That would make the most sense. That's the other kingdom that has a pretty decent amount of humans. And there's not really any other typing. Whereas Adana is pretty mech heavy. Darkstone isn't really anything heavy other than humans. I think it has like 5 humans or something. Okay, we'll go through the explosion. Wait, Sword's Edge has 8 humans, but it already has a... Wait, does it have a mythic? They'd probably give a knight there, though, most likely. But doesn't... No, it doesn't. No. It has... I always think Guard's Avatar is one, but no, that's from Whitehelm. Yeah, I guess that could technically work. Most of them are knights, though. They're human knights. Not necessarily humans, just humans. Because all the humans within Adana and Darkstone are basically pure humans. Not any kind of additional classification on top of human. But yeah, that would be another one that would work. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Actually, I think we kind of know what some of the mythics are in advance. We don't know when they're coming out. Let me see. Trying to find the data on that. Never mind. I am not able to find any of the data on that. Where are all the mythics? Oh, there's one. Oh, that. Oh, we already know what it is. Aha! I found it. I found Sword's Edge's mythic, and it is. Is that a human? It's definitely a knight. Obviously, that was a given. I don't think it's human. Let's see. We'll find out in a second. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Fail. Go back. Oh no! Oh no! It might not go back to the same location that I was at. Okay, good. It did. It is a no troop type. Okay, they didn't set a troop type to it, but it looks like a. It looks like Knight Coronet if he got a visual buff. That's basically the easiest way to describe what he looks like. Knight Coronet with a visual buff. It doesn't say what his ability does or anything, but that's basically what he looks like. Wasn't Knight Coronet actually human knight? Okay, so this might be a human knight then. It looks kind of like a spirit though. Almost looks like it would be an undead knight or something. But it's the same bane of Knight Coronet. Kind of looks like him because it doesn't have a face or anything. Yeah, this was a human knight as well. So yeah, we might finally be getting our first human mythic for Sword's Edge. So you are correct. It's going to be human knight, almost guarantee. It's definitely a knight. There's no chance that it's not a knight. It is 100% a knight. It's just the other classification is questionable. Let's see what other mythics are there. Is that the only one we get to see? Let me see. Let's keep scrolling down. I can only see their visual and their colors. None of the other information is actually done on like almost any of these. That's the only one we really have. And all this. Oh, there's another one. Undyne. We're getting Undyne from Atlantis. That will be pretty cool. A blue, green, red. It's a divine merfolk. So that should be interesting. What else do we need? And then comes the new kingdom. That's coming, I believe, in March or June. That awkward moment when you can't figure out what the I mean, why did I say March or June? I mean May or June. That awkward moment when you can't think of the month after May, and when you call May March. But yeah, it looks like Sword's Edge is the only one we could really see there. That and the Undyne, but it didn't have the image for it or anything. Anyways, yeah. I just wanted to go peek through that real quick. But yes, it does look like we might be getting a human knight then from Sword's Edge, it looks like. We'll have to see what it comes out as. It figures the one thing we want to know the classification of, and it's the only thing that's, or one of the few things that doesn't even have any set on the spoiler thread. That's a fail. Alright, we're gonna move that over. How do you move your game from phone to tablet? You go under the options menu. You go under, actually I don't think I can do it from within the battle itself. Actually I might be able to. You go under your options menu, which is the cog on basically any screen. You go to account. Then on the account where you're running your main account, you register this device. You go through all of that. Then on your other account, you go to link to another account. When you're on your phone or your tablet or whatever you're trying to switch it over to. Then on your tablet, you simply go and link the other account, put the password in, and whatever other information it requests for, and boom, you'll switch your account, and both of them will have your account available on it then, so you can play on both your everywhere. And you can do that for all of your devices. Yeah, PC, mobile, tablet, anything like that, you'd be able to use it for. The only thing that you can't use it for is PS4 and Xbox One are the only two locations you can't cross-platform it to. But every other location you're capable of doing by doing that. We're in a bad position again, because we don't have enough damage to kill him in any way, shape, or form. Which is bad, obviously. He's gonna get a famine. Well, let's try getting an anti-famine by one-shotting him. That could be useful. Could get a lot of red. Do I give it to him? Because he doesn't actually use red. Yeah, I think we need the mana more than he needs. Oh, he got the... No! Actually, technically, we could still win. Okay. We have a chance. A very slim chance, but a chance indeed. Go do that so we get scroll distracted. Gotta keep him distracted as long as we can. Red. Nice, extra turn randomly. Get a World Breaker into full mana. I think we got this. World Breaker. Skull Poke. The excessive overhit of only 2 damage. Just to make sure he doesn't get another one. We do not need that happening again. And down he goes. There we go. For a second I thought it froze. That would have been so annoying if that battle would have frozen. After all that. But oh well. We made it through. Let's see. Let's see. How? Oh, okay. Never mind, I already answered that. Do you have Skady Team video? Yes, we have that. Let me go get that real quick. Skady Team video, Skady Team video. Let's see. Oops, that's not where it is. Let me go to my channel, Creator Studio, type in Skady, go under Video Manager, Skady, should bring it up immediately. Search, boom that, and loading. Why did it not come up immediately? Skady Teams, there we go. I forget which ones I actually went over in this video. Because normally I do these right when they launch, so it sometimes doesn't have all of the teams that we go over. But yeah, here were a couple of them that we ended up doing back then when she initially came out. And there's the video for it right there. Okay, go move that over. Take a purple, get that into there. But yeah, we always do a teams video for every mythic right when it comes out. Actually, I think there was one instance where we didn't end up doing it. Because of how my schedule was that one day. I think the Stonehammer was the only one we ever didn't do it for. Also because he was so useless. There was the only really one thing he was ever used for, and that was the courage, realistically used for, I should say. And that was, of course, the courage with the honor. And that was about the only real option. Also, we just lost already unless we extra turn. That is not an extra turn. And I'm just gonna retreat. Come on now, Batman. But luckily next patch we have the pure counter for that, but... Okay, let's go back into something that can actually deal with that a little bit, I guess. Oh, what should we even go for? Let's go for the Mercy Star. I wanted to go with an Empower just so we get a quick start. This isn't particularly good against Scion Famine, but we aren't up against it at the moment, so we should be fine. I'll go move that, go take the skull, keep getting more mana on it. Ideally Mercy, but no Mercies around. Nothing else really to move much. We'll just take some reds, I guess. Move that over. See if we can get any Cascade. Maybe try for the red there. Didn't get it. Go for the purple. Go for the Mercy, and should be good to go. Get all of our mana. Dawnbringer, everything dead. And we'll be good. Also, we will be doing the Puzzle Quest stream, as we always do on Saturdays. We will be doing that after the stream, or a couple hours after the stream, probably around 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is in about 4 hours from now. We'll finally be getting the Tradestone grind started and getting ourselves some nice weapons. And we should also be completing out the main storyline, if I'm not mistaken, and killing out Lord Bane. And then we do all the endgame content, and then go from there. We're going to do every quest, do every endgame content, do 100% completion. A little bit smaller form of 100% completion, but we're still going to be doing basically everything. We're capturing everything. We're gaining all of the runes, Tradestone thingies, and a few other things. I'm not going to set too many arbitrary goals for it, though. Or else we'll be there forever if we did, like, 100% absolute, true 100% completion. But it's going to be pretty close to it. Okay, we'll go take the blue there. Get a Mercy, because we can. What else do we need to take around? I guess we go for just a Mercy to the right. Kind of just go from there. Get that our Infernus ready, throw that down, and simply clear out the board with our Grigolfa. He'll poke us, but that's fine. He'll also get some manas, but we can just go mana generate, get our Grigolfa, throw the Dawnbringer down for some damage into another Infernus. And Mercy, thank you for actually having alignment. Good job. We don't have any follow-up, though, unfortunately, so we have to waste a Grigolfa here. But one more Infernus or Dawnbringer. Should be almost enough. It's Dawnbringer first. Get that down. And anything we do will kill out the last little bit. And down it goes. You're about to level up. It takes so long each time. I know. Actually, it might not be a good thing to level up right now. That's actually one thing I'm trying to do right now, and probably will need to farm a little bit later. I need to make sure I'm really close to level 1,210 on Sunday. Also, everyone who's a high level, you probably want to do this as well, particularly if you don't play that much. You want to make sure you're really close to your next level right before Monday hits. Don't actually level up yet, but once Monday rolls over, the new kingdom will be bringing in a new weapon, the 40 red, 40 yellow. So you're going to want to make sure you are close to a level if you're a very high level, just so it doesn't take forever to get that new weapon. It's an okay. It's not really something you'd really be using too much, but if you want to mess around with it, it's this weapon right here. Or I assume it's this weapon. It's the only one that's not shown at the moment, but it's a Radiant Jewel. It does a lot of damage to all enemies boosted by, or it does it twice if they are undead. And then summons a Light Storm and can only be cast once. It's not really going to be used in PvP that much unless you just really need a big single cast. But it's mainly going to be used for EXP farming and some other things. But yeah, definitely a really interesting weapon. Really hard counter to undeads. It's also a pretty good guard's avatar alternative for people who don't have a guard's avatar for when you're up against undead. Because of course guard's avatar is a partial undead counter since he gets to burn all undeads. But that weapon gets to double hit all undeads, which is kind of nice. Very few uses that would ever really have, but it's niche enough that it should be useful, at least in when you're up against undeads. It's just every other instance, nah, not so much. There might be few instances where it might be viable enough in its sheer amount of damage that you could get away with it when using it with a just a full AoE team, kind of like this. Instead of maybe like using a Dawnbringer, we could just use the single shot sun disc thingy or whatever it was called. I actually already forgot what it was called, even though we were just looking at it. But whatever that weapon was called, it's going to be good for a single cast because that's all you get out of it. But if you only planned on ever casting your hero once, that's the kind of weapon you might want to have, because out of every single cast hero weapon, I believe it has higher damage than Dawnbringer. So yeah, there's a pretty substantial amount of damage. Dawnbringer already is pretty high, and that's even higher, even if they're not undead. Okay, we are so close to full mana. Can we just get it already? Thank you. Get our hit down. Hopefully get our mana going. Unfortunately, he has Grigolfa already, but we'll do that. He has Scion and everything, and yeah, that's not good. Okay. We just can't keep our mana. Okay, we'll go throw that down. Finally, he dies. So that's out the way. That's down. Go grab our everything else. That dies. We'll go and... board does not look good. Board does not look good at all. Problem is too high of a mana cost with that much drain. She doesn't even have drain anymore. If we could just get a furnace up, we might actually still have a chance. Never mind, I died already. No! Okay, no. It's fine. Plan B. Go with the other teams. It's gonna be like that. We'll go with a, how much should I run these days? I'll just go with this. We got a backline tank, so the Krakens aren't really that big of a deal. As I say that, they're probably gonna destroy every single thing again, aren't they? We'll see. It happens. We'll go take ourselves a purple, take a blue, actually take it into a purple. No purple, but that we can take. Go throw down a Dragon Soul and see what we can do from there. Not much is the answer to that. Okay, plan. Is there one? Let's see, I guess take blue over and try for purple. Aha! Oh, it didn't surge, of course. Let's see. Well, at least we got lucky enough to get it. But still. We'll go move that over. Get Dragon Soul rolling. Right before his. And, yeah, we can just win from there. Actually, this is a pretty easy battle from here. Let's throw that down. And that's match. Dead. Oh, wait, he revived. What are you doing? Cast that. Dragon Soul. Full Souls. Dead. Kill it. Go. And down it goes. Let's see. You didn't understand the reason about the close to level. Oh, you only gain the hero weapons. They only update and give you the weapon when you gain a level. So whenever they add a new weapon via Kingdom, which they do every single time a new Kingdom is released, where you need a certain amount of hero mastery for it. In this case, I believe it's going to be 40 red, 40 yellow, I would assume, because that's what most of them cost, is just 40 of both the colors that it requires. But once you gain a level, it will update it and give it to you. But the problem is you need to gain a level in order for it to do that. If you don't gain a level, you will not get it until you gain your level. And for people later in the game, it takes a very, very long time to gain one level. It takes us about 1 week to gain 2 levels of playing the game. So we definitely want to make sure we are pretty close to gaining that level. So when Monday hits, we'll be able to just get the weapon pretty much immediately, just from playing a few battles. Yeah, it's highly advised if you're level 1000 plus, to be within a very small EXP range of your next level before Monday hits. And then get that level once Monday actually hits, so that you can get the new weapon. It's not that important. It's a pretty useless weapon, but some people might want to have it early, just to mess around with it. Also, the completionists out there will definitely want it, that's for sure. Just to add it to their gallery of all their other stuff. You know, there might be really few people that actually have absolutely everything in the game. Because the only people that can technically have everything, I believe, are the people that started playing when the game first started, pretty much. Because there's a lot of weapons that they have never really given out, or at least at this current moment in time. There's a lot of weapons that haven't really been available through any other means. So if you didn't get it when they first launched, there's almost no way that you could have had them in any way, shape, or form. Of course, that's only in regard to weapons. As far as troops, it's pretty easy for everyone to kind of be in the same place with that, even if people started later. Because with troops, all of them have always been around within the drop pool. Okay, we'll go move that over. Because they always go in their rotations and come through. You intend to have it eventually for completionist purposes, but you're not anxious to use it ASAP? Yeah, same here. Well, I kind of do want to use it ASAP. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I do kind of want to use it ASAP, mainly because I want to show it. Just to show how useless it is. No, there is one purpose it has. That's the main thing I even want it for in the first place, is to see how well it can EXP farm. I don't think it's quicker than what the current meta is, as far as what's the most efficient way to do it. But as far as being a decent method, it might be the new early game alternative. Or somewhat early game. I should say mid game, actually. Because you wouldn't have it until most likely around level 250-ish. Assuming you go even on all the masteries. But yeah, it might be a good way for people to EXP farm who are reaching like that level 300 point, that feel like they have enough teams that they just want to start mass leveling. It's also a lot easier to get into a guild as a level like 1000. Even you can have the exact same amount of troops, but if you were level 1000 compared to being level like 300 or something, the level 1000 would have a lot higher chance of actually getting recruited into a better guild, even if you have the exact same rarity of troops and everything. The only reason is because you are such a higher level. Even if it was just all from EXP farming, people think that you've been playing for a lot longer, so they think you have more, and as long as you can still do decent with all their requirements and everything, you'd easily be able to get in. I will throw that down, and there we go. Yeah, every new kingdom always comes with a new weapon. Sometimes they even add them for the quest lines lately. Every single one of the last like 3 quest lines have come in with a weapon during the quest line. I don't think they're doing it this time though, because this time around they're giving more troops initially instead of the weapon. Or I assume that's what they're doing. We'll find out when it comes out, that's for sure. I'll probably do the quest line on... actually, I don't know if I'll do it immediately. Should I do it as its own video? Sometimes I have in the past. The main reason I say that is normally I would do it on the stream, but since it's happening at such a weird time on a Monday, I don't think I would actually do it on the stream. I guess I could do it on the stream. I could wait till Monday night stream, but then that would waste a lot of Monday night stream doing the thing. Would be the only issue with that. Oh, I should have used Dragon Soul there. I was like eyeing it down, but I was like, why? But yeah, could have been more souls. Needed those souls. What do we have here? Double Firebomb Sakima Arenas. He really wants to get summoned so he can keep summoning Daemons so we can keep killing them for the events. That's pretty funny. I don't know how helpful that would really be though, because it looks like it still has the chance of winning as well because of the Sakima. Sakima can be really a lot of damage if she gets lucky under AI control. Under player control it's even better, of course, obviously. But AI can go pretty crazy with it too on occasion. I want that red so badly, but he gives him so much green, but I guess he doesn't actually use green, so it's not as big a deal. We'll go throw Dragon Soul down. I can maybe see it being used up in front, casting it once, and then repeating or replacing it with a summon or something. Oh yeah, that could end up working out decently too. The problem with that, though, is it takes way too long to get its mana up. There'd be very few instances where that would be viable. Yeah, that could be potential. We have been needing more single casts like that. There are very, very, very few abilities that can only be cast once. Let me see if I type in once. Yes, there are currently only 6 in the entire game. Dwarven Slayer, who kills himself, so technically that's 1 regardless. So, yeah, that doesn't really count. So there's really only 5. There's Mad Prophet, which does a magic buff and a bunch of mana. There's Rock, which is just an early game single target plus stat bonus. Actually, has a pretty solid stat bonus, particularly earlier on in the game. Scorpius, which is just a double kill or super high damage. Ellcarjen, which is just a unhinged magic boosting gem spawn that also does extra magic on top. And Great Maul, which is a Devour. There's only 5 options, and basically none of them are worth replacing. There's only 2 that are worth replacing at the moment. Mad Prophet and Ellcarjen, if you were going to use some kind of team that replaces over them. But that's about it. None of these other ones work. Rock gains so much stats that you wouldn't want to replace it. Scorpius, similar thing. And Great Maul, even more so, because it devours one. So that leaves basically only Mad Prophet and Ellcarjen for that purpose. It doesn't really work out that well. No. The new kingdom will not be coming with a new hero class. That it will not. They have actually never done that before. Maybe once they finally give every kingdom a hero class, they'll start doing that. But no, they never add a new hero class with a kingdom. That'd be pretty cool if they did, but no. They do not do that. Not even half the kingdoms even have hero classes at the moment. I think there's like, what, 12 hero classes? But there's 30 kingdoms, 31 on Monday. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if they did expand that out to the point where every kingdom had one. I believe that was originally their intention, but at the moment that is not currently the case. Also, the ones that are currently even available aren't really that balanced either. There's a couple that are pretty good, but quite a few of them are like completely useless, like Knight class, for example. Death Knight made that one useless. Yeah, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, there is exactly half. There are 15 hero classes, but there are 30 kingdoms. So, yeah. 15 hero classes, 30 kingdoms, so exactly half. And, of course, 31 starting on Monday. Also, starting Monday, we're going to almost be 450 troops. That means in a couple months from now, we will reach the 500 troop mark. That is absolutely insane. They're almost at half 1,000. This game started with under 100 troops. And now it's almost up to 500. It's amazing how many they have added. The state of this game is going to be really weird once they start breaking closer to 1,000. Because that's a lot of options, given that you only use 4 for your entire team. Like some games where you set like 30 for your team doesn't even have that many options. Okay, we'll go for Elamagrim. The only big issue with Gems of War, though, is there's a lot of dead content for, options, though. Like a ridiculously high amount of dead content ones. Almost half of everything in the game is to the state where it's completely unusable. Alright, we're gonna move that. Take the yellow. Take the red. Oh, right, that's the wrong color. I needed green or yellow, not red. Like the one color that I needed to not take, and I take it. Good job. We'll go take the skull, and that will be the final blow we need. Is Dragon Soul enough? Yes, that is 4 dragons, or 3 dragons. Oh, wait. Oh, did I accidentally switch into my red team? I did. Oops, I didn't even mean to be doing this team. I didn't even notice I was using it because it looks so similar to my other one. But, yeah, it's my pure red team right now. Well, I guess it's good practice for pure red. I think today is yellow day, though. Yeah, it's not pure red. I forget what color it is, but I'm pretty sure it's pure yellow. I know it's not red. How long until 10-star? Definitely this year, because they said that they're going to be adding 2 troops almost every single week, so that would bring it quite close to that. As far as how long, though, when the first one will come, I'd probably say around September, most likely. It's hard to really tell, but probably around September, I would say. Maybe a little bit later than that. Yeah, probably late this year. Late this year or very early next year. 1 to 2. Probably more so late this year. Good job, Dragon Soul. Keep reviving. And that's match. Doesn't really matter what he does. It's gonna die out. And down it goes. Okay, let me go give out the other redeem code. Still have not done that yet. Let me go over here. Oops. Let me go make sure all that's in order. And let me go get the redeem code. And we'll have another one, or maybe even 2 on Monday. Excuse me, when we go give out, or not give out, but when we go over the New Kingdom stuff. Because we'll have a lot of stuff to go over with that. Stream will probably be quite a bit longer than normal. Well, it depends how many videos I do prior. I might still be around the normal-ish time, but of course, whatever we need to go over, we'll go over. We'll go copy-paste that. Get that. Go and put this over here. Put that below me, and go from there. Boom, boom. Get that below me. Also, I'll have to see when the devs are streaming too, because I don't want to run too much into their stream. I always hate when the streams run over top each other. Always seems weird. Let's see, we'll go put that in there. Boom, there's the code. Put that right there. Copy all of that. Oops, that is the wrong tab. Fail. That one. Copy all that. Copy, copy. Oh, I didn't even double check to see if it works. That would be helpful. Invite code. Boom, boom, boom. Code. I'm not a robot. And redeem. There we go. All good. And copy. Put that into chat. And put that into chat. And there you guys go. There is the redeem code for any of you that want to go use it. You can use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Gives the normal reward of always. If you're on PC mobile, you can go use that. It gives, or you go under invite code. Whatever yours says is what you put for the invite code on it. For the redeem code is what we have below us or what's in chat. And then it just gives the normal reward to your mail of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And let's go use the 1 gem key. You'd most likely want to save it for the new Mythic on next Friday, 6 days from now. But we'll use ours now, see what we can get. Anything? Ah, just a Winter Wolf. Useless. So nothing there. And into the teams. If anyone else has anything else you want me to mess around with, let me know. If I missed anything, also let me know. Oh, let's go into the next one. You're surprised Dragon Claw got a troop before Glacial Peak. I'm actually not too surprised on that. I know myself and quite a few other people, mainly myself. No, there were some other people. Were really requesting for a Dragon Hero class. And of course, the only place that they could ever really give a Dragon Hero class would be Dragon's Claw. I'm actually not too surprised that they did that. You also have to keep in mind, they already have Fae. There's already a hero class that counts as Fae. And while they do repeat them, like with Death Knight class plus Knight class, I'm pretty sure they're trying not to repeat them as much as they possibly can. So, that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't do it. Because there's almost a guaranteed chance that it would be Fae if it came from the Glacial Peaks Kingdom. And given how many other kingdoms are likely Fae focused, like for example, the new kingdom that's coming out tomorrow or on Monday is also going to be Fae focused. So that would be just yet another one that would have to be Fae. So they probably didn't want to make a Fae one out of Glacial Peaks because then they would have 3 different kingdoms that would have a Fae hero class and yet not even have any of the other ones covered yet or some of the other hero classifications. I'd rather go through a skull. We're in a really weird situation though, but that doesn't help at all. Actually, I think we lost. Yep. Come on now. We're getting wiped by Drain. What do we go with? Let's go with the Firebomb one. Oh wait, that's not even the Firebomb one. What did I even click on? Wait, did I just re-click into the exact same team? What? How? Why? What? Okay. Well, let's try this again. Oh, by the way, never use first slot Famine. I have no clue why he's doing that. I think he just randomly put a bunch of Mythics on his team, just for fun. But, yeah, don't ever put it in first slot. He's, like, one of the worst first slots ever. He's a great troop, but not in first slot. And that's match. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. I'll Dragon Soul then. It's telling me to go use Dragon Soul, apparently. So we'll go do that. And we're good to go. Okay, let's go kill out the goblins. Not that team, this one. There we go. It gave double reward 2 males? Did he not claim the one from earlier? That or it glitched? That's weird. But nice. Yeah, they're a little glitchy, I guess. I know the visual of it doesn't actually even show the correct resources. When you're looking at it on the little preview screen, I think it's missing the souls, even though it does indeed give you the souls at the end of it. Like when it's actually showing it to you. But in that little preview screen where it just shows you like 3 of them, I think it just shows the gem keys, the 2 maps, and the 2,500 gold. For whatever reason, it doesn't actually show the souls until the final screen where it shows all 4 of them. When it goes with the little floppy thing that goes ding, 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 and it brings all of them up, all 4 of them. That's when it actually shows it correctly. But the other screen doesn't actually show it correctly. Not that big a deal, but as long as it gives the resources correctly, that's the main thing that matters. Let me guess, an infinite loop into us losing? Yeah, exactly so. Okay. Yep, that's Goblin. Pretty much. Goodbye. Rip. That's a Goblin team in a nutshell. Instant lose. Can you imagine when spell mitigation gets added to the game? How much that would change things? I don't even think Goblin teams would even exist anymore. I could never imagine that. Goblin teams have always been good in this game. There's been basically no time when they've been bad. There's been times when they've been, like, better than others, but... oh, wait, we're frozen. Fail. That was completely my fault now. We actually had a slight chance of winning, and now... Whoop. Nope. Not at all. But yeah, there's been times when they've been, like, not as good, but they've always been pretty good. Like, some of the best teams you could possibly make. Okay, we'll go for Christine X here. We're not frozen on green. We'll go for that. Get Dragon Soul in there. Oh, I could have taken reds, too. I don't think we're frozen on red either. But that died. But it won't matter because he only has 1 HP. And down it goes. Let's see. Any idea in mind for using the new dragon that's coming with the new kingdom? I'm not 100% certain on the exact teams I'm going to be running with it yet. It really just depends. But I'm most likely going to be running with either a Forest Troll or Web Spinner or some kind of weird thing with it to get it looping like crazy. And then just use the infinite loop with the 50% extra damage to just go crazy with them. But yeah, something like a Web Spinner, something like a Forest Troll, something that can create a lot of greens very easily and get loop damage that does additional damage based on magic, which is almost all of them. But yeah, as far as actual team compositions, not 100% certain. Definitely going to throw it into an all-dragon team, of course, with some kind of hero weapon to put it together, maybe even just a Mountain Crusher, just for board alignment and stuff. There's quite a few things we'll have options for. We'll also have to put into teams that don't even use anything like that at all, just so we can use it for the Fairy Fire. So even just putting it on like a Gorgulfa Fairy Fire team, like a Gorgulfa with the Glitter Claw, would end up working. Also, that is so cute that it has the name Glitter Claw. Isn't that the actual name? I know it had something really, really funny for it. Yes, its name actually is Glitter Claw, unless that's just a placeholder. Its name is legitimately Glitter Claw. I think it's a similar concept to what happened with Queen Mab. I believe the Glitter Claw is the Queen Mabs of this kingdom, of the Bright Forest. It's basically her pet, similar to how Borealis is Queen Mab's pet. Also, spoilers. Queen Mab's crow is Borealis. If you didn't read the storyline thingy, I found that to be really funny. Okay, we'll go throw the browns down. Get our reds. Get our Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul. Also, that's something else I wish they would do. There's a lot of lore. That lore actually is within the game. But there's a lot of lore external to the game that has never actually touched the surface of the game at all. They always add lore to every single new troop they ever add. Whenever they add an event, they always make sure to add lore to them, because all the ones currently within the kingdom get their lore through the actual storylines, but everything else gets their lore separately whenever they do it through events. But all of that lore is nowhere actually in the game itself. It's just all in the forum whenever they post it. So a lot of the lore of the game actually isn't within the game, as weird as that may seem. It's something that they've been wanting to expand upon, both the lore itself within the game, as well as just adding all of the older ones that technically aren't even really a part of it. Okay, we'll go and Dragon Soul this. Need that to die right now if it can somehow. That is not... No. 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 Why? Luckily we have KrissTigger here. KrissTigger, save us. Go. Good enough. Dragon Soul. Don't you dare Amnesia. I don't have any drain for it. There's no way we can stop it. Nope. Okay, shouldn't be too big a deal. I have a deal though. We'll go throw that down. Get a Dragon Soul. We don't have any free, so he just gets to do everything. Dragon Soul, please land. That is not landing. He has another summon as well, if that wasn't already bad enough. What else? What else? What else? I can take a Skull. That doesn't really help much, but 0 attack. Good job, Elamagrim. Okay, we'll take this. Get our Crystallize again. There he goes. Hey, we actually got our tank. Wow, very nice. And he did not revive a billion times. Shocker. Never mind, I lied. Let's see, let's count them. 1 revive. And that dies to burn. And only 1. Okay, that's fine. Oh, see you, Bridget. Have a good time. Yeah, I'm probably going to be heading out myself soon in a couple more battles. So if you guys have any other questions or team builds you want me to do, definitely feel free to leave them in chat. We will be back, though. We will be back for the... 2 things. We'll be back in 7 hours for the next Gems of War stream for when we go over all the Guild Wars stuff. And we'll go do dungeons and all the normal stuff we do. And other than that, we will be back for the puzzle quests, which we'll be doing in 3.5 hours from now at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be back for that as well. What about your plan on spending keys for New Kingdom? Could you explain again? Oh, yes. The New Kingdom keys, basically, what you should be using your resources for in the upcoming week is on Monday, after the event switches over, throw down all of your gold keys and event keys. The gold keys are used to obtain all of the commons, and you also get some of the rares. It is also used to obtain, well, that's all those are obtained, mainly just to get the common. And then you use the event keys to basically get everything else. Event keys drop ultra rare and higher, and they'll be dropping primarily only from the New Kingdom that's coming out. So you'll be able to get all the new legends, you'll be able to get basically everything from the New Kingdom just by opening a few hundred of them. You should pretty much guarantee have at least one copy of everything at that point. And then for all of your other keys, you save them for Friday. By doing this, you'll still be getting the Kingdom drops. Of course, they'll be completely random if you specifically get those, but you'll be getting a mix of everything. But the reason you do it on Friday is because you'll have the new Mythic in the drop pool. So if you want to try getting that, it's going to be the best cleanser in the game by a pretty large margin. So definitely quite highly advised going for. And all of your excess drops, some of them will end up becoming some of the new troops as well. So you'll be able to get them that way. So on Friday, you would throw things like your glory keys, gem keys, guild keys, VIP chests, and all that kind of stuff. Basically everything other than gold and event keys is what you would throw on Friday. Everything other than those two. Oops, I meant to hit brown, not red. Fail. Well, actually, we extra turned it still, so I guess that wasn't as big a fail. Apparently, both of them were an extra turn, but I'll take it. Good enough. As long as it extra turns, that was the main thing I needed there, so I guess it didn't really matter. Okay, we'll go throw that down, get a Grugolfa, that gets Dragon Soul. Never mind, we already got Dragon Soul normally. Why does it feel like everything is reviving once we keep getting it? The AI keeps getting it. Go throw it again. Come on, cast. And down it goes. And what's our leveling looking like? I think we're halfway to there. Oh no, we're only like a third. I do need to make sure. I might need to go grind a little bit tomorrow. Especially if we win Guild Wars. I might need to go grind just up to the EXP a little bit. Let's see. Are we going to get the bonus today? I sure hope so. I think it's pretty close. Oh yeah, it is like neck to neck on the Guild Wars. What's the battles looking like? Do we have more or less? Oh good. We're ahead, but we have and we have less. That's both beneficial. That means we have more points to gain as well as we already are ahead. Not by much. But yeah, hopefully we win today. Because that means tomorrow I can go farm a bunch of EXP. And then we can get right before the level. And then on Monday when it switches over, we'll have the weapon immediately. So I can go show it to see if it's actually viable. It's probably not going to be that viable, but I still want to have it to show it. Regardless if it's viable or not. Let's see. Hello, Douglas. Welcome. Infernus or Elamagrim from Forge? Both of them are really good. That's a little bit of a hard call, mainly because they said they may be nerfing Infernus next patch. It wouldn't be anything too huge. It would most likely just be a slight damage reduction. It would still be higher damage than what he originally had, but it's going to be lower than the buff that they did a couple patches ago to him, which was a little bit too heavy of a buff. But, yeah, there's a high chance that he's actually getting slightly nerfed, so I don't know exactly what they're changing with him, so that's really hard to call. Personally, I use Infernus a lot more, but there are things that Elamagrim can do that Infernus cannot, or as well as a few other troops can't even in general. He has a really decent attack reduction. He has Impervious, which is always good. He has infinite purple loopage, particularly if you have a decent burn, even if that's only Yarrow. You could still use that. I don't know, it's a really hard choice. Personally, at this given moment in time, I'd probably say Infernus, but starting next patch, that could be different. Hard to tell. I do use Infernus a lot more, though. I do use Elamagrim on Purple Guild War Day, though. Or is it red? Or both? Forget. Technically, you can use it on both. Technically, you can use it on every Guild War Day that he has the color in, if you really wanted to. Same as Infernus, though. Both of them can be used in every Guild War Day, in which they have the applicable color. I don't know, that's really just a call on what you need, for the most part. Because, of course, Elamagrim only really generates you purple, whereas Infernus generates you every color of mana. You definitely want to have both of them eventually, that's for sure. What do we even do here? Do I just go for the skull? I think that is what I do. It's not enough damage. It's 17. How many skulls would I have to hit? I'd have to hit 5. There we go, we got it. Nice. Okay, well, we lose that, but we have enough damage at this point that we should be good to go. Go on this turn. We'll take a purple. And just need to get a last little bit of mana and we'll be good to go. Oh, you could have poked him. No, I could have kind of won, kind of. Could have killed him at least. No way. He didn't just get that again. Amazing. He could win. He could actually win if he double Infernus here. Okay, good, he didn't get it. But still, that was very close. A lot closer than it needed to be, that's for sure. Hey, an Arcane Tristan. Wow, we're getting pretty lucky on this. That's like our third one in the last several battles. Shall you forget to craft Famine after next patch? Yes, don't even bother with crafting Famine. It's probably going to be nerfed to such a degree that it won't be worth it. Yeah, I would probably say Infernus first, to be honest. Between Infernus and Elamagrim. Because one thing with Elamagrim is he kind of needs Infernus to be used most efficiently. Because the best combo is Infernus plus Elamagrim, or Elamagrim plus Infernus for a Elamagrim team. Because with an Infernus's burn to everything, you get a super easy loop off of Elamagrim. You can still do that off of Euro Fire Mantle, but it's a lot harder to do off of Euro than it is off of other, like an option like Infernus, where all you do is just one extra turn and then boom, you're good to go. Now we'll throw that down. But yeah, I wouldn't really bother with crafting Famine anymore. I know I've suggested a lot in the past that he's pretty high tier to craft. That is pretty much not the case anymore starting next patch. He's still going to be useful. Like, if you still have him, it's not like he's useless. But there's going to be less situations where you'd be able to use him. Whereas now you can use him literally against anything. Now, after next patch, he's going to be more situational. Kind of like how a Queen Mab is. While Queen Mab used to be used for absolutely everything, she's now a little bit more situational in that you can't throw her against pure freeze spam or freeze protection teams. You can't throw her against pure mana shield teams and stuff like that. It's going to be kind of like the same concept with Famine. Because obviously, you still see Queen Mab being used like crazy. She's used a lot. But she still can have a hard counter. But that's basically what's happening to Famine now. Even though it's getting immunities, it's still going to be used a lot. It's just you're gonna notice a pretty decent amount less of them on defense though. But they're still gonna be decent. That doesn't really change. That's basically never gonna change. Famine's always gonna be at least somewhat useful. Queen Mab's always gonna be somewhat useful. It doesn't matter that they have. There's literally troops, like anything with Impervious, has 100% full immunity to Queen Mab, yet people still use Queen Mab just because she's so strong. And the same case is gonna be with Famine. It's already so strong that it doesn't really matter that it has immunities coming against it. It's just not something I would really go out of your way to craft anymore, compared to other options. What even is craftable this week, by the way? I actually forget already because it's so far into the week. Let's see. Elamagrim. Oh yeah, Elamagrim and Infernus. Yeah, that's such a difficult decision between the two of them. Oh no, I definitely lean towards, I think, Infernus. It's a really hard call, though. I'm a huge fan of Elamagrim, though. Haven't been using him as much, but he does have a pretty decent loop. I'll probably be using him a lot more next patch, though, because he's Impervious. Whereas Infernus doesn't have immune to... he doesn't even have immune to Burning, surprisingly. I wish he would replace Elemental Shield with immune to Burning. I used to hate that trait on troops, but now everything that has immune to... that has Fireproof is actually not that bad. This used to be like a ridiculously horrible trait, Fireproof. But now every single one of these are basically getting buffed starting on Monday, this Monday. Not that they got buffed anymore, but of course they now have the Fairy Fire protection. And Fairy Fire is going to be pretty popular when it first comes out. It's one of the strongest effects that they're ever... it's one of the strongest negative stats effects they're ever adding. The only thing that's really stronger than it is Freeze. And maybe Death Mark, or Death Touch, whatever it's called. But then again, Death Touch got nerfed so much at this point that I would probably consider Fairy Fire to be stronger than Death Touch. But yeah, Freeze and Fairy Fire are the two most annoying ones, and all these now have immune to Fairy Fire. Oh, even Azura has it. Amazing. Right when you thought Azura had enough things going for it, it's also immune to Fairy Fire on top of everything else. And that is a lot of things. But yeah, I'll probably be messing with some kind of weird team with all this. With the actually, you know what would be pretty funny? Alchemist Hellcat, Goblin Rocket, and that one new troop coming in next patch. because you get extra turns off of it that works with that team. Oh, I definitely need to try that just for fun to see how that works. I believe it uses red too. That'd be interesting how that pans out. But yeah, we'll give it a shot. Let's see. Tell me your plan for expending keys for the new kingdom, please. Oh, I did earlier. But I'll go over it again. The keys that you need to go use is as soon as Monday comes, you'll use all of your gold keys. Once the event switches over. Make sure the event actually switches over first. But yeah, you use all your gold keys and all of your event keys, or however many you want to use. That would be the best time to go use them, because you'll be able to get the new common and the gold keys, as well as all of the new ultra rares and plus from the new kingdom from event keys at that point. And then once Friday comes around, next Friday, 6 days from now, when a new mythic comes out, you'd want to throw basically the rest of your keys, most of your glory keys, most or all of your gem keys, maybe most or all of your guild chests if you're not saving them for any reason, like I am, and maybe some VIP chests if you truly wanted the mythic. It is one that is useful, though I don't know if it's something you'd want to go all in on the next mythic. It's mainly going to be the best cleanser in the game, so it really depends on how good you value the best cleanse as. Hello, Dbarrel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How am I doing? I've been doing pretty good. But yeah, guys, I am going to be heading off for now. We will be back in about 3.5 hours with Puzzle Quest, though, and we will be back in 7 hours with Gems of War for the Guild Wars later tonight. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow night, and tomorrow night I might go over all of the troops again from the New Kingdom. If you didn't catch it earlier, if you go all the way at the beginning of the stream, we did go over every single new troop that's coming on Monday, all 9 of them. I'll be doing that again most likely tomorrow night, because it'll be coming several hours after we do the stream tomorrow night, and then we'll be going over that all through Monday in various videos, key openings, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be going over absolutely everything on Monday, but we'll definitely, during Monday's stream, be doing going over as many teams as we possibly can during the stream, messing around with stuff, kind of just having fun with it, and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoy the next kingdom that is coming this Monday, and make sure to use your resources accordingly for all of it. The golden event keys on Monday, and then all the others for the Friday for when the mythic comes. Hope you guys get lucky and get all the drops, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you later on. Goodbye, everyone.